We are live. What up? What up? What up? What up? What's going on, people? Give me a little snacky snack, man. Little snacky snack. While we wait for people to join, we got some people coming in. Oh, we got a special guest. I'm excited. What up, IS? I see you in the building, bro. In the building. Yeah, Reggie told me you went over there trying. You're gonna get him to go to the show with you on nostalgic. Y'all gotta realize something. And for all you guys gonna come in and watch this replay, I first learned about my brother Tim through Nostalgic's site. He has some awesome content. He's an incredible videographer. Dude is awesome, bro. If y'all haven't, I mentioned him on here already. Y'all haven't gone logged in with Nostalgic, make sure you go log in with Nostalgic. Please go log in with my guy. Good people, fire content. And it was because of him is how I first learned about Tim. Appreciate you, brother. I really do. Super solid guy. I can't wait to meet you one day, bro. Cannot wait to meet you in person. Still got people rolling in. Waiting for my brothers to do what they're doing. Bro, it's easy, bro. And you get good people around you doing good stuff. And I was, a fly on the wall when I found you. And from there, it was like, I try to lock in every time I can. That video you did, oh my God. Those videos you've been doing, those series are ridiculous. That one you did of Tim, as you can tell from that flyer, I had to use it. That was so every bit of Tim, in my opinion. That personality, that was it. And it worked. Capture Cars. What up, bro? I don't know, man. Like, I'm a big Tim fan too now. I'm just saying now. That's my brother, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We might have to arm wrestle for Tim. I'm just saying. We may have to arm wrestle for Tim. And I'm willing to do this. I'm not afraid. We might have to do it in public so we can show everybody who's the number one Tim fan. I got it, man. I'm going to have to get shirts made. Just saying. Let's go. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Tons of love in this place, man. We promote positivity, having good times, enjoying each other's time, building each other up. We ain't nothing but a bunch of bros in cars, man. That's just how we do. Listen, man, for all those who know, man, we got Tim Bro in the building. I'm super excited. He's been in the background a few times, dropping his little bombs in there in the comments on the low key. He's slick with it. I give it to him. That's my bro. I give it to him. And but that's my guy, man. And we've grew a relationship. Catfish was like, hey, man, I know a guy that's selling his 300. If you're looking for another, met him from there. It was like, all right, this guy is awesome. Went through this phase, looking at cars. Oh, man, I'm looking at these cars at the dealership like, man, these shots are fire. Look at it. Oh, man, what is this? Jumped into the videos. Next thing you know, I get the reply from Tim. Hey, man, it's Tim. What's up, man? You interested, man? Come by. You need to come see these cars. I'm like, what? This is where you are? Like, yeah, I didn't know. I'm like, oh. History. History. This is my guy, man. got nothing but love for my brother, man. And I do sing his praises even on here, even when he's not looking. I love his mind. I love the way he thinks. I love the way he moves. He's a perfectionist, and he really is a cool guy, bro. And he loves cars. He sees them in a different way than a lot of people do, and he puts some amazing shots together, bro. I cannot wait to get my car shot by this guy, and long overdue. That's gonna bring him in. He is in the back right now with his rider. He likes the yellow M&Ms. He wants only yellow M&Ms with tahini on them. I don't understand why he wanted tahini and lime on yellow M&Ms, but if that's what he wants to get him in on, that's what we're gonna give him, man. Let's bring my brother on in. What up, Tim?
Really gaslight the audience like 5 minutes in. I'm cool with most M&Ms, but that was fucking sacrilege what you just said.
What you mean?
That's nuts. Anyone who does that is nuts and deserves jail time. Legal recourse for sure.
What you say? Yellow M&Ms with tahini?
Whatever you said was the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life.
Hey, man, I'm only fulfilling your rider, brother.
Yeah.
Only fulfilling your rider. Uh-oh. We got somebody in the backstage, man. One of the bros in cars, man. He always have a quite interesting rider as well, man. Let me look at my paper. Today, he made a request for... You wanted an Italian beef with fish on it? Oh, man, I don't understand you, Sean, but I'm going to bring you on in, man. He got an Italian beef with added fish. I don't understand why he wanted fish on Italian beef.
What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
Oh, man, I can't call it. How you doing, man?
Hey, doing well. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you there, Tim.
Are we just calling you Shine, or is...
That's Sean, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah.
Got it. Everybody's got a nickname around here. Icy Envy. I always call him Swole. So.
And you know what, man? I'm just Sean, man. So when you see my shirt, it's gonna say just Sean.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Right.
Sure. All right.
First name just, last name Sean. That's me.
At least he graduated from Marshmallow Dream Bar.
We've just started on being bullied. I'm being. That's not who I am anymore. I've moved on as a human being, as a person. I've grown. I don't buy Marshmallow Dream Bars. Please stop spreading misinformation on the internet.
That's hilarious. Marshmallow Dream Bar.
I used to be addicted to those things.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're from Starbucks, dude. And then they changed the recipe on me, dude. I'm not lying. They changed the recipe, and it was over. I took that a little personal, and I actually wrote the company a letter.
Oh,
I would have did it too.
Yeah.
You said they was hating on you, huh?
Oh, 100%.
Straight personal.
It was an inside job.
Straight personal.
Oh, man.
Look, when I talk about having all that respect for my bro, Tim, and I talk about you even when you ain't around, I got witnesses. He's a witness. Sean, I'm sure Sean have heard conversations.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they all been good.
There you go.
Okay, that's good.
There you go.
Yeah, they all been good, man.
Me and Capture Car's gonna have the arm wrestle for who's gonna be the number one Tim fan. So I'm ready for him.
This is not good.
I'm ready for him.
What up with you, Pampered?
What's going on, Pampered Auto? What up? What up?
I gotta say,
to the channel.
Lloyd, I like your background, and I hope you appreciate how hard I put effort and time into my background. There's so much going on in my office, clearly, and I just wanted to kind of match the energy coming into this.
I feel it too, bro. I feel it, brother. I feel it.
Well, sometimes, I look at the little bit uneven lines in the wall, and I just know that this is where it's my time to shine. there's a dent in that wall over there, and that just gives me like a different thought every day.
I think
Hey
that
man,
Kickstarter is
it
kicking
looks
in.
good though.
This is definitely hurting for sure.
That Kickstarter is kicking in, brother.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes,
No, man. Like straight up long overdue, man, to get my bro on here. You know, if you watch the channel, he's not a stranger to the channel. Tim and I have been having some fun reviewing these cars and just having a blast and enjoying that. And that right there, you know, and they've been missing us, Tim. I'm gonna let you know. They've been missing.
Yeah.
I'm telling them, man, look, man, Tim got busy. Tim's got some stuff he's working out.
So basically I've been working, and there has been, like, anytime I get a little bit of free time, I go to work. And then when I, have a little extra time in the day, I work. And then there's usually I have a moment where I really just get one moment to myself, and I usually work. So that's what I've just been working.
That's the gist of
almost around the clock. So it's good. It's a good problem.
Oh yeah.
It's serious.
We'll get you unworking one day and get back on them cars. Them cars, man. You was spoiling us for a minute.
Oh yeah. That was, man. It's work with Lloyd, I gotta say. No, I'm just kidding.
We have a good time, man. I'm not worried about him. I know exactly where he's coming from. It's not bothering me one bit. We have a good time when we get in there and start talking and hanging around that place. The worst thing happens is, well, the air compressor comes on.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Hey, got something for you. You ready? We are in the business, brother. We are back in the business.
That is sick. I don't know what I'm looking at. What is that? I don't know.
Mics.
Oh, okay. Sick. Now we're talking.
We are back.
Oh, that's right, because you ain't had those in a minute.
Yeah, man, my mics got wet at that Corvette show, and they were never the same afterwards. So,
what, did you leave them on your lawn chair next to your New Balances? I hate that shit, dude. You can't go.
You say you got the Corvette starter kit.
I have a really hard time with brand-only car shows. I get so fucking bored, and I just start coming out with jokes like, they only made 250,000 in this shade of silver. It's pretty rare, actually.
I mean, so that's one thing, right? One thing is about being at an all Corvette show. That's one thing, right? Especially a local show. Carlisle was a whole nother level. Okay. You think a one brand show was one thing at a local show. Yeah. Carlisle is a whole entirely different breed of animal.
Oh, 100%. Because then you get to see all the shades of boomer.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
There's the chrome boomers. There's the one of one boomers, all original parts boomers. The I drove mine the most miles boomers. Right. I drove mine the 2.5 mile boomers.
Right. I trailed it and parked it right here, boomer.
There's a ton of there's a lot of variety, and then you get to the cars and you're like, all right.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's another thing I really appreciate about X-Logic, man. Xtalgic, excuse me.
Xlogic guy. That's one for sure.
He's a vet guy. And don't let Sean fool you. He does have a Camaro, but he's a vet guy at heart.
Okay.
You just don't know it yet. His dad, was a vet guy.
Oh. One hurt me. That fucking hurt, dude.
Boy, yeah, you're right. You said it coming.
Look
at GT Silver.
Yes, sir. Collecting New Balance.
Oh man.
Listen, bro. Hey, to be honest with you,
hey, New Balance making a comeback, man.
Tell him again, man.
With who?
Tell him again.
New Balance is making a comeback, man. We're gonna have to get some to color match Zeus.
There you go.
Making a comeback.
I got a pair. I got them right over there. Magic.
Really?
Yes, sir.
They forged carbon.
No, they forged carbon.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get nostalgic about to bring Zeus out there for you, bro. Official. Yes, sir.
Yeah, where are you located, man?
My man.
Sean.
Yeah. I'm out in Linwood, man. So I'm out here right toward Indiana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I probably pass you about 5,000 times a month.
Easy.
Service stores in Valparaiso right now, so I'm
Okay.
always in the area. So
Yeah, I'm right here, man. Actually, I'm right by Munster.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yep. So that's where I'm at, man.
Dude, they're gassing up your voice, dude. You could host like a radio show, like just go nuts, dude.
I need to do something, man, while I'm here at the crib.
Hey, I just want to let y'all know, man. Every Tuesday, he's something like a pimp. What up, TD?
What's up with you, Thomas? Oh, I shouldn't have called him by his government name. Maybe I should have said TD. What up, TD? Let's go there. Start over.
I'm in the Woodstock area, man. So I'm probably about 20 minutes from the dealership from Cary.
Oh, you're only 20 minutes. That's interesting. Is that why it takes you 30, 35?
Traffic.
I know.
Traffic. What time I normally come when everybody's getting out of school and everybody's trying to make their way home? I get to Crystal Lake, everything gets stupid in Crystal Lake.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that
Going home, 20 minutes, I'm at the house.
Yeah, 14.
If that, depending on what I'm driving.
But I can't remember the route. Is it 14? It's 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. 14 is a total disaster.
Yeah.
Past 2:30.
Yep.
It's totally screwed because there's nothing up here. If you haven't noticed, there's nothing. And then all of a sudden, there's everything.
And I love it.
Yeah. Everything's in one spot. So
I absolutely love
comes together and crashes. And that's it. So, but that's kind of boring. So let's talk something exciting, man.
All right, man. One thing, if y'all don't know, Tim, he's a humble photographer. First time Catfish was the person that introduced it to me. He's going on and on about Tim. I'm like, God, man, who you talking about? Then he's like, Tim, bro. And when I saw who you were, I'm like, oh, that's Tim. I remember him from Nostalgic Channel. He did the rally and boom, boom, boom. He did a rally in the 300. I'm like, oh no, that's that guy.
Yeah.
One thing that Fish kept telling me, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, he's a great photographer. I'm like, really? Really? Like, I've never seen any of his work at the time, especially on anything, because when I finally started talking to Tim, I'm like, Tim, why don't you have your pictures up? Tim, I took them all down. I'm like, what do you mean you took them all down?
The moment you met me, it was like I just stopped engaging in the internet, and it's really because I kind of took a break. I want to take.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
I want to take
very humble.
Eat a little bit, and pretty much what happened is I got the job for Illinois Motors, so I got busy. I was just kind of building a social media presence here for this instead of my own. And then I kind of realized I hate the internet. I hate it, and everything is just super fake. Everything you see online is like really, really fake. And that kind of turned me off to just engaging with putting my pictures out, because I was like, first of all, I'm not competing with Reels. Number one, no one's competing with Reels. If you're doing slide pictures, it's just not going to happen.
Right.
And I didn't really want to do video content or force video content when I don't want to do it. So I basically just said, I'm going to focus on making the customers happy. That's pretty much it. Just make everybody, really, really happy. Yeah, that's a good point, Elia. I'm not a hot girl. I'm also not a hot man. So,
as he grabs it, gets kickstart.
Yeah.
King of cars. What up, bro?
He's a cartographer.
What up?
Yeah. I don't know what I am anymore.
Listen, man, I'm excited about getting some shots done to Zeus from my brother, man. We just don't lock down like that. I put Tim first. I'm gonna be honest with you. So when Tim's doing anything, I don't want to bombard him. I understand a lot of the things that happen in the background with Tim. So I put Tim first. I don't call Tim to say, man, hey man, let's jump on those cars. I say, Tim, how are you doing? What are you up to? What's the latest? You good? I talk to Tim to find out how Tim's doing. That's how I communicate with Tim most of the time.
I appreciate
it. Then when there's time to do the car stuff, because I'll talk to him and just find out how he's doing. He say, man, we haven't got a chance. Look, man, we're going to get around. We're going to get back and do these cars. I tell him, I'm not worrying about those cars right now. I'm checking on Tim. Right?
That's what's up, man.
Because I know that he carries a lot of weight. Y'all don't know it. He does carry a lot of weight. And I believe
I haven't got a gym membership, but we're getting there. All right? Don't talk about my weight, bro. No,
I believe that, and we can put it down and mark it, but I believe bigger things are about to happen for him. But you got to be prepared for it. You got to build a callus. You got to go through something to get to the other side, and it's coming. Outside of all that, we ain't gonna get to the mushy stuff. I want to talk about Tim. Tim, all right. So we all know Tim and what we've seen the video. At least if you from this channel, you definitely seen a video of what Tim drive. You know what he drives. Nostalgic made one of the most incredible advertisements for that car that I don't think the dealership should be paying him for this, because I think it would sell cars 10 times over if everybody else have seen it and was mildly interested in it. It will sell cars if you can find them. Right? But the other side of that is, we know, at least I know, I was there when you received it, how much you love that car. What was the first car you fell in love with, Tim?
Got to be the 300 SRT, dude. I mean, that car was the GOAT. Like, that car, I was the ultimate beneficiary of the most unfortunate result that happens to almost every Chrysler Hemi from 2011 to 2015, and that's lifter failure.
Wow.
It's almost every single one that doesn't have high mileage will have this problem, because they either get a lot of highway miles and
people drive them. Right.
So when you say fall in love with, are you talking about cars that I've owned?
Let's start from the beginning. Like, we fall in love with cars before we own them, right?
Mercy, dude. You already know. It's the car I post the most when I decide to post pictures of anything.
Yeah.
That car, dude, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, the yellow Murcielago coupe on the cover, running from the cops. Just Jeep totally Liberty. Badass. Never thought I'd be near one. Never thought I'd see one. Yeah, that's somebody apparently who remembers my Jeep Liberty, my 04.
Hey man, I got a Liberty now, so it's all good.
you have a decent one. Mine was kind of like the worst Jeep you could ever have.
Are you serious?
Well, it was rear wheel drive.
Oh no.
And
oh no, you don't want
That's
that.
tough, man. For Liberty.
For a Jeep. For a Jeep. It's a Jeep. It's supposed to be trail worthy.
Hang on. Jeep Liberty, 3.0. You got to hear me out. You have to hear me out.
Oh, Lord.
In 04, there was no traction control. It was not mandatory. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in this Jeep, it had a 3.7 V6, made like 200 horsepower, but it made a lot of torque. All right. Hear me out, because it gets better. This thing has 373 factory gearing, and it's a 4-speed. So you have these like long ass gears and an aggressive gear. So you can literally just do burnouts like wherever, because there's no traction control. The tires are skinny. Like that car, I blew it up.
What up, Vanetti?
I blew up the motor.
Dang.
Oh,
yeah. So it was my first car. I'll admit, like, your first car, at least for me, a lot of kids, they just abuse the hell out of their first car. But I learned the hard way, and ever since then, I've actually taken care of my shit.
Mm-hmm.
The Jeep, I ran so low on oil that the light would come on every few months, and I'd put oil in it. And you'd think, okay, where's the oil going? It's not eating it. I never did the valve cover gaskets, and they just dumped oil all the time. I'd have like free oil changes every 3 months. Like, it would just cycle itself.
Just cycle it out.
Yeah. And I did that for like probably 30 or 40,000 miles, and then it dropped a valve. So,
wow.
Yeah. 195,000 miles of abuse. So not too bad.
95,000 miles.
And it technically never locked up or blew up. So I guess it's important to say, it's a quote from my friend Jake. He said, Mopars don't die; they just get really sick. And I
Yeah, they
actually
do.
kind of
I have to agree with you. I think
they're
I have
either
to agree
knocking
with
or
you.
leaking all the way to their grave, but some of them run. For
They
a
just
while.
run forever. They'll run with
Yeah.
that knock forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my Ram right now got a sinus infection. She tried to let me. Hey, I went out there to start it the other day. Remember, Swole? I told you. I said I got to take the Volkswagen out. I said because my truck wouldn't start. I had to get little man to school. But I think I'm gonna have to break down. I got Tim. I got 231,000 miles. I ain't never tuned my truck up.
Sweet.
So I need to. It's about that time. It's a 03 Laramie.
It's a 5.7?
It's a 5.7.
Wow.
Justin,
Jesus.
it's a 3.7 V6.
Yeah. 3.7. Yeah. If they did that, I'd probably I'd have some more hatred for the brand. But
yeah.
I got to say that's actually really impressive because the early ones have a lot of valve unseating situations. So,
True.
But here's the thing: with anything, you'd be surprised. Just basic maintenance and consistent maintenance, you can make something that's historically unreliable go forever.
All you got to do is do the maintenance. That's all. No things
That's
are
right.
Ever.
I feel like the real test of reliability is like, how long can you go abusing something? That's like true test of reliability, because technically any car can be reliable. You just have to service the fucking things.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Which one can take a beating and keep on ticking? That's the one you really want to look into.
Elia beat the shit out of his Genesis 5.0 R-Spec, and that car still runs and drives. That's a reliable car. That's a very and I'm not kissing his ass because he's in here, but that car broke down less than the 300 did, and the 300
did it really?
Yeah, the 300 had a new lease on life with a lower mile engine in it. So, props to Hyundai, Kia, whatever. So, not trying to throw shade with the Kia remark, but you get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, that's love. That's what you
want.
All
right. So we talked about the first. That sound like that was the worst car. What was your first love car purchase?
Oh, it's got to be the 300, 100%. First car I ever fell in love with, Murcielago, without question. But first car purchase is 300. It's the first car I wanted to buy. I bought my Volvo after the Jeep when I blew up the Jeep, and then I started taking care of the Volvo. But the Volvo was so fucking slow. Like, it was the first day I had, and I was running late to work, and I see the light, it's yellow. I'm like, oh, I'll just blow through the yellow. We're good. It puts to the ground, and then the light goes red before I'm even in the intersection. I'm like, dude, this car is so fucking slow.
Yeah, that's why they're tough though. If you'd have got hit, you'd have survived it. It's a Volvo.
Right. What up, Ray?
What up, Ray? He ain't want to join us today, huh?
It's all good.
Max.
Oh yeah, the Maxwell Fleurman. The 944 Bandit. He's got a pretty sweet Porsche. One of the few Porsches that I really like, actually. Because I'm not a 911 guy, but 944 is not bad.
For those who don't know Tim, and we got some people in here probably don't know Tim all that well, what is the most exciting thing you've ever done in your 300?
Oh, dude. Probably sold it. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man!
But
I gotta say, seeing that money hit the account was different. So
there you go.
No, probably when Extalgic took me on Crown Rally, that was cool. He was gifted a slot for Crown Rally, and then by proxy, he gave it to me. He wanted to take the 300. And we had a few issues actually on the way to Colorado. Funny that Elliot mentioned it, but we had some problems mainly because of two things that were done by a mechanic that I don't go to anymore. I had this mechanic do my brakes, and I had them do, which they did fine. But the one thing which you think would be the more simple job, was something that they didn't do correctly. They didn't. So the easiest way let me step back. I was doing 150 miles an hour 2 weeks before Crown Rally with a full car. We're talking 5 people, and it was 90 degrees outside, and I had the AC on 100, like full.
Yeah.
So
I know where this
all
is
of a
going.
sudden, in the middle of the pull, I hear a clunk. So it stripped the pulley off the AC compressor. So I was like, okay, time to do an AC compressor or whatever.
Mhm.
So I had brakes in the AC compressor. I went a week in the dead of Chicago summer without air conditioning in the 300. Black leather. It sucked. It was the worst.
Ooh.
So
God,
the
bro.
lights worked, which was nice. But dude, the easiest way to get to the AC compressor is under the car,
Mhm.
and you move the sway bar and to get to it. So they moved the sway bar, but they didn't torque the sway bar bracket bolt. So the bolt fell out in the middle. Like I hit like a bump on the highway going to like through Nebraska. And all of a sudden I just heard dun, 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 just like underneath the car. Every time I turn left, I hear dun, dun, dun. I'm like, holy shit. Are we screwed? We didn't even get on the rally. The car's broken. Elliot gets under the car and the bolt's missing, and we just see that the sway bar is loose. It's one of the craziest stories because we found the exact thread pitch length bolt, and there was one left at a Home Depot.
Yeah, you got to understand.
Somebody was on your side, man.
Oh,
I watched that entire series of videos, and it made me feel. That video made me want to do a rally so bad.
it was cool, man. But dude, we had
Oh my god.
The car did solid other than that, but the rally, dude, it was crazy intense because we had definitely the highest mileage chassis car on the rally, no question. We had the highest mileage. I think when I rallied, it was around like 130 or 140 on the chassis. So that was original gearbox, original diff, original axles, original. Yeah.
The worst noise so loud. Oh my god.
I bet.
Yeah, it was in the wrong. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mentioning some pieces that I forgot, but yeah, it was same grade bolt and everything. I don't know if I'm getting these chat bubbles late or if he's just putting them in now, but yeah. So, anyways, that was exciting because we just didn't know if we were gonna make it to the end, and in full transparency, I didn't have the money for a major breakdown. I straight up didn't. We were both. Ellie and I were just sending it on this thing. Like, we're like, if it dies, it dies kind of mentality. We had a good time for the most part. Yeah, it was great. Like, just crazy pressure. Like, we put that car through hell and it did pretty great, actually. So the salt flat.
Yeah. You there? I lost you for a second.
Oh,
that literally what you started talking about was going to be the one thing that I was so envious of.
What? Yeah.
Man, I would love to be able to do that.
Yeah, that was cool because that car, if you don't know, when I bought it was so clean. It was so clean. You can still hear me okay? I just want to make sure I'm not breaking up.
Sound perfect. You sound perfect.
You are digital, high def.
So basically, hang on. I need more of this. Yeah.
Oh, I definitely want to hear about the B attacks.
Okay. This car was so clean and it was Illinois owned. It almost blew my mind how clean it was. It had never seen snow or salt its entire ownership. Ever. Not once. Like, we're talking the underside was so clean you could eat off it. And it had 100.
We talked about that, yes.
Yeah, 135,000 miles on it. And then it went from no salt to all of the salt on the salt flats. It saw 100% of the salt all in one trip. And but it was cool though.
I didn't think about that part of it.
So that happened.
Wow. Who's buzzing?
That's me buzzing.
Can you hit that button, man? You
Well,
mind?
I just hit it. Just did, man. I didn't think you could hear that all the way out in Woodstock.
Look, every day on my desk was vibrating.
Oh my God. You put the phone on my lap.
Wow.
What up
Not
with these?
with you.
Hold up. Before we get into the B attacks, man, we got somebody else that had a very unique rider. They wanted something special. And one thing I didn't understand about that rider, man, is the specifics. And I think that's the piece that kind of confused me a little bit, was the specifics. New York style pizza with purple Skittles. I have no idea why they want New York style pizza with purple Skittles, but you're welcome, brother. I hope you enjoyed your pizza.
I appreciate that intro, man. I appreciate that intro. I don't know why you said like the Skittles had to be purple, but what's up, Tim?
How are you hand selecting the color? That's fucking nuts.
Oh man.
Hey, man, I just give you what you asked for. That's all I do. Give you. I just go off the notes, man. That's all I go off.
Well, you need to get you a new secretary. They messed up your notes. Your assistant is fired.
Hey, my man coming with some epic intros.
Give people what they asked for. B attacks. I got to hear about these B attacks on
You got
Pike.
attacked by bees.
Well, I got attacked by a bee.
Oh, okay.
AB. And I don't like bugs, dude. Okay? You want to know why I stay here? And I don't move to like Arizona or some fucking state where I can shoot year round like all kinds of crazy cars, because I fucking hate bugs. All of them.
He said all of them.
All of them. All of them can go to hell, dude.
Oh God.
There was a bee flew in the car, and I just started fucking panicking, and I had to like open the door and run out of the car. And I believe this was like moments before Elia's GoPro overheated. So he was. I'm so thankful that GoPro made, or whoever makes the GoPro. Is it GoPro as a company?
Yep.
Okay. I'm glad that they were able to make a camera that overheats just after the most embarrassing moment of my life. That was cool.
Oh my God.
Man, you sound like
See?
my wife.
Yeah.
I believe from the car, my wife, she got in the passenger seat, was driving the car like this.
I gotta admit, I'm like,
cicadas
Yeah.
would have freaked him out.
oh, dude.
He'd have been done if the cicada would have flown in there. He'd have jumped out the car.
It's
moved.
gonna be great because I'm working outside a lot this year too. The cicada season's just perfect timing. It's God's way of saying good luck, dude. Like,
You've graduated to the next level. I-90. Oh my God. Yeah, that should be fun.
So how long you been this way with these bugs, man? I mean, are you gonna show up this summer with a Ghostbuster outfit on, man, and try to shoot bugs at these shows, man, or what?
You got with a full bee suit.
Hey, my man gonna be out here.
Star just say he peed a little.
Oh man.
yeah, he was so. I've never seen a man so happy seeing that GoPro caught the moment on video before it overheated. I've never seen someone so happy in my life. Like I've seen people get married. I've seen people like get their dream job.
Yeah.
I've seen, and this guy was all smiles, all because he caught that on video, which is great. It's a good story.
Hey, it's a moment that lives on forever.
Right.
I'll say.
Oh my God. So we had the Jeep. We landed on a 300. If you follow me, you've seen that Jeep 300 posted, because I definitely tried to help him get it moved when it was time for it to go.
That was scary. That was very scary.
Yeah.
I had the highest mileage in the nation on a 14 SRT at that time. It was 207,000 miles. I was scared.
Wow.
The market was just nuts still. And I was like, I just had that sinking feeling like if I don't sell this thing now, I'm going to be stuck with it forever.
But you had such a desirable car, and that was the key. That was the part that you were missing. You look at those there was possibilities, playing devil advocate for yourself, right? With the possibilities that make that car a challenge. But you were in the right market.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Give it all to the market. I don't know if I'd be able to, like, there's almost a 0% chance I'd be able to replicate the results. But dude, I did everything I wanted with that car. It was time, you know. I am not a I don't have my blinders on. I know what it's like when people try to mod these things any further. They just blow the fuck up. Pistons are made out of glass.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, plus it's a 200,000 mile gearbox. So I'm like, what the lifespan on anything else is. So, you know, I had confidence in the car, like the way it was. It drove great. It's very reliable. I did like a bunch of things right before I sold it. I did a water pump and a steering rack because I'm not the type of guy to sell a broken car to someone or knowing that there's like going to be an issue. Like I just get it done because in the event that it doesn't sell, I want to have a running car, right?
Right.
So I'd rather just get it out of the way, present it the best, and then have a solid car just to sell. It was a great experience, dude. That car, I was on 80, I think 86 photo shoots over 2 years and 8 months of ownership, and it never broke any time that I was on a photo shoot. It was a solid car, man. It's a solid unit, but you know, all cool things come to an end, I guess. It was a great experience. I'm glad.
Go ahead.
No, that's it.
No, I was just bouncing off of what you said. All cool things come to an end, but then some really cool things begin to happen.
Yeah, it's really cool if you're my mechanic. Like, dude, you just make so much money off me, dude. It's wild.
Getting paid, baby. Getting paid.
I walked in there, you know, they got like, oh, I'm looking at boats today for sale. Cut your quote here.
Tim walks in. He's like, oh, bigger boats.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So there was a magical day that happened. One starry evening in Cary, Illinois, where a couple of really cool cars pulled up to the dealership.
Yeah, dude. That was crazy because it kind of didn't feel like it was the right time.
Yeah.
I was a little bit freaked out, you know, because there's so many things you hear about these cars, right?
Yep.
And I actually will step back almost like a full year. I drove the 300 to California, and it was great. I drove it to Arizona. It was good. On the way back, I was so tired from driving through the night. I was trying to drive as far as I could. By the way, I drove to California in 2 days, which is not too bad.
No, that's not bad at all.
But on the way back, I was average 2 days as well. And I had to stop at this random hotel in northern Texas, like middle of fucking nowhere. Like just random, what are those, tumbleweeds rolling through the street and shit? I'm not.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of nowhere. And I'm like, oh, 4.5-star rating on this hotel. It's got to be pretty good.
Hey, not bad.
A 4.5 northern Texas hotel is like a 2.5-star in Chicago. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's all perspective. It's all perspective.
Oh, 100%. But in all seriousness, it wasn't that bad. But I just had this feeling like I parked the car. I'm sitting there. I'm really tired, but there's just like I had this like feeling like I couldn't get past it. I'm like, there's something that is bothering me about what my next car was going to be. Like the next car was going to be
Chicago Brown, what's up, bro?
What up?
One review. And it was the owner's nephew.
Right.
The hotel don't have a phone. Back, dude.
Oh, God.
So basically, I just had this thought that I couldn't get away from. I'm like, I'm not done with these kinds of cars yet. I wanted to move to a coupe. The next car was actually going to be a ZL11LE. And because that car was one of the cars I drove at Illinois Motors that I was just so like blown away by. But it just didn't feel like it was time yet. I was also stepping up like a ton in money here, obviously. And I just didn't want to spend like 800-ish a month on a car. I'm like, dude, like not right now. Like maybe later. But that's with a sizable, down payment and like a shorter term loan. It's still around $750 to $820 a month. And I'm just like, dude, I don't know if that's for me yet. I don't think I'm there.
Sean would have been a bad influence and talked you into that Camaro.
Oh, probably.
Do it. Do it.
Look, he said worth it.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Especially with the next car.
I've heard so many stories about that doggone ZL1 1LE.
Oh, yeah.
When I tell you Tim loves that car,
but
it's coming one day. It's coming.
Oh,
it's a monster.
I think it might be next, honestly. However, I couldn't shake that feeling. I'm like, I want to watch that episode of Top Gear again where they compared these three, kind of like obscure performance sedans against each other. They had a Panamera Turbo S, they had a Aston Martin Rapide, and then they had a Maserati Quattroporte Sport GTS. And the thing that I remembered from the video was like, at the end, he's like, the Maserati is the worst car here. It will fall to pieces. It's going to plummet in value. It's the one I'd have immediately. It's the only car I'd have out of these three. It's by a country mile, it's the one he'd have, is what he said. And I'm like,
I saw that episode too. I saw that episode.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It was one of those things that had an effect on me when I originally saw the episode too, like years ago. I had always loved that car, but you never saw him anywhere. Doing some more research, time came around. I found my car in Arizona. It was a little early for me, so I had to cough up a little bit more change than I wanted to at the time. But, I think ultimately it's been totally worth it. And that day, that you were referencing at the beginning of this long-ass story was
worth it.
Awesome. It was amazing because the shipper got here so quick. Like he picked up the car on Friday at like 4 or 5 o'clock and from Arizona and made it to Chicago by Monday at like 6:30.
And I swear he was wired. That dude was wired.
He had shout out.
He had a 12-pack kickstarts.
Right, a kickstart IV in that doggone truck. He was so wired.
Right.
So, long story short, my car comes off the truck, covered in oil because the Mustang above it leaked a ton of oil on top of my car.
Tim is shaking.
Yeah, I was freaked out because it just didn't feel real. Like I'm watching all these videos and you're just kind of like, is this actually happening now? Like, I got to admit, like the 300 felt that way, but this kind of felt like a step above, like in the presence and sound and experience. I was just like, it felt like I stepped into what is still a 6-figure car, even though it's totally fallen off the face of the earth compared to what they originally, cost in 2009. So yeah, that's the story of the Quattroporte GTS. It's as good as I thought and then some. It's amazing. It is, dicey and risky every time I take it out. And that is the thing that like makes it so exciting to drive it. It's like the times that I drive it aggressive and the times that I drive it slow, it rewards any kind of driving. And that's what makes it great. Like, I feel like a great fun car is something you can have fun at 50% or 100%. You can drive it slow.
Agreed.
And I just love the most underrated part of the experience for me. And just like Elias said here in the chat, the sound is obviously the top, but I think, yeah, the center console does suck a little. Not bad. Dude, I just drive slow and I ruin my fuel economy.
That thing sounds so good, man. Oh
dude.
My God.
It's that sweet spot for me where all the music just comes in. It's 4,000 RPM, dude. Yep. You just sit it, you waste fuel, ruin your fuel economy, but it's the best sound. It's the best sound to waste fuel of all time. I really, really believe that. And the best part about it too is it's fucking stock.
Yeah.
It's stock exhaust, and
Yeah.
it sounds unbelievable.
Yeah,
Like every
it
time I
definitely
run
sounds
it,
beyond stock. I'm not gonna hold you on that. It sounds
yeah, and
beyond
because like
stock.
people know that I have like an X pipe sitting in my house, so they'll like
Mhm.
see me at an event and they'll hear me pull off. They're like, "Oh, the X pipe sounds amazing." I'm like, "Bro, it's sitting on
Ain't
my
no X
fucking,
pipe.
it's sitting
Yeah.
next to my desk in my room, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
You
not even on
said
the
it's all stock.
yeah, it's,
I can't tell you how many times I was like, man, you gonna put that thing on? He's like, I don't know if I need it.
dude. I don't need it, dude. It's crazy. Like it's the way it echoes off of things. It's shocking. It's so good. And driving experience is amazing too. What's not amazing is fixing it. Honestly,
That part.
it hasn't been that bad, admittedly, because I was assuming the conversation was going to shift to reliability here.
How reliable has it been?
Not necessarily just to reliability, but the question of reliability. Some of the challenges that you have with the pranks.
Oh, dude.
So and just as a overlier, should I say, imagine sharing with your coworkers and things like, hey, look, man, I want this car. I love this car. I want to get it. And no one has anything positive to say about the car.
Oh, dude,
Man,
ripping it apart. They're like, it's going to bankrupt you, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is, there was not a lot of positivity going around, but I think that's kind of fair. We all give each other shit here at Illinois Motors.
Right.
And I remember Elliot was actually coming out to see the car when I had it and sitting in the lot, and we both go inside to look at the showroom, and I come back out and there's a puddle under my car. And I'm like, no way this thing made it a week and then fucking broke. Like, no way. And it turns out our mechanic played a really awesome prank where he poured Pepsi underneath my car to make it look like I spilled like coolant all over the place. Like we opened the hood, we're like looking all under the
classic.
Side, and I come back and they're all like, and they're all screaming at me. I'm like, fuck you guys. Damn. Yeah, but so as far as how bad it's really been,
what? I don't even want to hear how bad it really been. Here's what I really appreciate with you and your car is how much you enjoy it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Tell me how good it's been. I don't want to hear how bad it's been. Tell me how good it's been.
It's been awesome when it runs. It's been great. No, honestly,
but there's a consolation, right? We talk about how good we gotta get the bad. We gotta get the bad.
No, honestly, it's been fine. It's never not started. It's been great. There has been issues as expected with anything that's from the year 2009 that's been sitting around with 31,000 miles.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah. So with almost anything European from 2009, I would like you to drive as hard as I have on that car and see how few or how many leaks start to happen. And all the leaks that have happened with the car have been very minor shit. Small coolant hoses, the whole kind of like coolant hose system in the front has a couple of parts in it.
Stand strong, brother. Stand strong. Raise your hand up, show. Come on now. You team vet also. There we go. Team vet.
Listen, I'm a fucking bow tie crowd, but
I'm not gonna lie to you, Tim. I wanted one too, but I kind of went down that same path. Like, how do I want to fix it? Because I was thinking that car and an Aston Martin Rapide, and I go back and forth all the time. I'm just
still talking about that Aston Martin Rapide.
The Rapide is awesome. Don't get me wrong. It's insane.
It's like this though.
Oh yeah. But let me tell you something else.
That's a problem.
This is the crazy part. I looked into those because I was like, those in some weird way are like almost, I can see them being comparable in price, right? One of these days. Holy shit. If anybody's got a bad parts situation, it's Aston Martin.
Yes.
Maserati.
Aston Martin just as bad as McLaren right now with their part situation.
Man.
Dude, doing a fuel pump job on that car it's a 5-figure job. Just telling you, because there's a little hole through the back of the firewall and they have to pull like the transmission out just to get to the fuel pump. So it's thousands and thousands of dollars in labor. And it's funny because like it makes the Maserati look like a fucking Camry.
I'm sorry, man. I'm looking at King of Cars with mine. Best feature in the car is the car. In-car microphone. That's the best.
Damn.
No contest. That's the best feature.
Damn.
So, I don't know. It's a very specific kind of comedy. I don't know if you're into that sort of thing or not, but when things are just suddenly really loud, I guess it's just shocking and funny. Anytime I record Snapchat on my phone and use the in-car microphone, it for some reason goes times 10 decibel.
Are you serious?
It just makes I'm like I can scream or something and it sounds like it's really fucking loud.
Oh wow.
So that's what he's talking about. But there's definitely some interesting features in the car. Like my buddy said down there, like there's a button to drop the center headrest in the back.
Yeah.
And it gives you like half an inch more visibility. So it's like, oh, thanks for putting that in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can move the front seat. Yeah, it's not a good idea. No, we're not doing a stream on the Maserati mic. No one will be able to understand a word that's coming out.
We hitting them with the Charlie Brown.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
God. That's hilarious.
So
absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, man. So as far as reliability, I'll be honest. I had to do an alternator. That doesn't sound like the end of the world until you realize where a lot of these European companies put shit.
Yeah.
And where they put shit to make it fit, right?
That part.
They put the alternator in the valley of the intake manifold on my car, which you wouldn't think is big of a deal until you realize that
what you got to take off to get to it.
You have to. The engine sits so far back that you have to remove the wiper blades and assembly of the wipers just to lift the manifold up. So it's a lot of labor, but I actually got my buddy.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. But when you think about where the engine's located in the car, so it is a Enzo. I looked up the part number on the alternator. I'm like, oh, maybe it's like, shared with something else by some rare coincidence. Yeah, it's shared with a Ferrari 430, a Ferrari 599, and a Ferrari Enzo.
What?
So, I'm like, okay, so some asshole with a Ferrari is like, oh, thank God, it's just some shitty Maserati part.
I love it.
Damn.
I know.
Yeah.
It's still not
it's basically a Ferrari Enzo at that point, if you think of it.
But it's still not an Enzo.
Still not
right.
So, anyways,
that's hilarious.
Someone I know that was mechanically inclined that was able to do it, dude. He got it done in like 5.5 hours, just busting his ass. And I paid him out of pocket. I was like in and out with parts, like $1,500. So that's like not bad, but that's because I paid a guy. If I were to go anywhere else, it would have been like $2 or $3 grand for sure. And Maserati wants $1,065 for an alternator through the yeah. So I got mine through Formula Dynamics. I doubt it, but if there's any Maserati listeners in here, if you want to get a better price on OEM Maserati parts, go to Formula Dynamics. They're in Vegas. They ship quick. They're easy to deal with. Very, very nice people. They helped me a lot. They got me my steering wheel. They're solid guys. So, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's been leaks, alternator, and that's about it. So it's been fine.
Yeah, Tim, you convincing me not to get one.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You just can't drive it year round.
Don't choke up there now.
Yeah.
If I can't drive it year round, it don't meet the qualifications.
Uh-oh.
That's fair. That's true.
Spoken like a true vet guy.
So yeah, that's been the experience of the Quattroporte GTS, man. Love the car. I don't know how long I'll keep it, honestly. But I do have a limit. If it starts really fucking sucking, I'll just fix it and let it go. But It's been great, and I have a feeling it probably won't start sucking anytime soon. It's in great shape, and I service the fuck out of it all the time. Oil changes are not expensive. It's a wet sump, you know. It's a big sump, but it's a wet sump. So as long as you're not buying oil from Maserati, you know, you're in and out for $200. And it's, you know, I did my trans fluid, diff fluid's simple. All the fluids are easy, man. It's just the parts are expensive and the accessibility of fixing things. Look, honestly, I kind of was like, dude, I know I'm gonna be in this thing if I start fixing a lot, and that's kind of what put me like back to the Camaro, because like you can actually fix shit and it's easy and you can get parts, right? Like
very available.
Yeah, you know what's not available? Almost any coolant hose for my car, you have to wait a week for it to come from the UK or something. Like, and imagine trying to fix one of these things during COVID. Like,
oh no.
Shit. So, yeah, I think there's another American car in my future based on this experience, but we'll see what happens, man. You know.
Speaking of that, let's say we get to that point where either we add to the family, or we just got to say sayonara to the Mozzie. What's your 3?
Like the next cars? Probably
your realistic 3.
Hey,
it's all real, son.
Yeah. Don't underestimate
perspective.
I will get a Corolla one day for sure.
A what?
I'm just fucking with you.
I'm like, a what?
He going green again, the i8, man.
Oh yeah. Well, for me, ZL1 1LE, Gen 5 Viper. There he goes. There goes Elliot.
It is
Gen 5 Viper, or a. This is literally gnawing at me.
Charger.
This is gnawing at me for sure, but like a fucking 06 to 08 Gallardo, because I am a fucking
wow.
Because that's just
I did not see that coming.
I didn't either.
Why not?
That was blindsiding right there.
I didn't see the Gallardo. I saw the Viper. I saw the Marrow.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Well, I took a Gallardo.
I did not see the Gallardo.
I took a Gallardo to my prom, which was
really
a very interesting experience. I rented one because the Mercy that they had on their website was no longer available. I think it's because someone crashed it. So they had a Gallardo LP560 Spider. And I was kind of nervous because you read all the comments on the internet were like, oh, this is just an Audi. It's disappointing. It's whatever. Dude, that is a raw fucking car. I haven't heard,
honestly, I haven't heard anything bad about those who've actually driven them or drive them. They like them. They like them a lot.
They are very hardcore cars. Like, they're not built well. No, they're not built well. Like, there's definitely a lot of problems, especially with the early cars.
Yes. Yeah, the early ones have issues. Oh. You get a newer one. You actually get a pretty decent car if you get a newer one.
Yeah, if you get like 06 to 08 for the first gen, and then 09 and up is pretty solid.
Yeah. You get 11 or 12, you actually have something decent.
04 and 05 is really bad, dude. It's really bad.
No, that's pretty much across the consensus across the board. You're going to be wrenching or pacifying that vehicle a lot.
Well, they shred rod bearings. The primary cats shoot back into the motor. The gearing is 1-to-1 for first gear in reverse. So if you put it in reverse, it's like you're driving off in first. So it massacres the clutch. Remember back in the day, like on Top Gear reviews, they're like, "Oh, this thing can go 60 miles an hour in reverse," and that's supposed to be impressive. But it's like, dude, that's fucking bad. Why would you want to go 60 in reverse? You're gonna destroy your clutch. It's just a bad scenario all around. But it looks good on a pamphlet, so I guess people, I don't know. Some people try their luck with 04, 05 Gallardos, and they don't do so well. And some people do.
I haven't heard anything good about those.
Nothing.
Generally speaking, they're not great, dude. You have to do a lot of religious service, and you had to have deleted the primary cat early, and you had to have somehow gotten lucky with your rod bearings.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I went through a phase of looking at it was a 10 and an 11 that I'm always looking at cars. I can't help it, right?
That's only the 12 and the 14, but
Never thought that.
So I was looking at a 10 and 11. Really?
Then we look at car stop.
Yeah, that never happened.
That never happened.
Bros and cars. But anyway,
you ever just find yourself down a rabbit hole of cars you absolutely cannot fucking afford, and you're like,
yes,
you're just watching, and you're like,
that was today. I mean, that's like every day, almost.
That's like every day, man.
That was like lunchtime today.
I window shop heavily.
At lunch.
Dude, I'm just like sitting there and I'm like, oh, dude, that 458 Speciale I've been watching for 3 months fucking sold. Fuck.
Right.
You was gonna get it tomorrow.
Yeah, dude, it was on that shit, dude.
Hey, I've been like that with a couple Huracans. Like,
yeah.
So,
but I went down this hole with the Gallardo, and the reality was, you can tell what you were getting based on the price. That price jumped so dramatically for the 9 and up. Like there was I'm looking at this a 10 and 11, and I'm like, why though? I'm like, look at this. Then when you do the research, you realize, oh, these things are nightmares. Like you're gonna be touching this thing a lot. You're gonna probably touch it more than you drive it. That's a problem.
Yeah, it kind of freaks me out because I've heard some issues with, like I said, like most of them have the stock primary cat, and that freaks me out because I've heard, in a lot of the Gallardo forums, they just shoot back into the motor, and you got to think like, how old are these cars and how long have they been sitting? So
how hard have they been driven?
And yeah, in those miles, how hard have they been driven, and how long does the cat sit around for the material to start to break up and go back? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that definitely freaks me out. I would probably get a 5.2 car, so 09 and up. But that's assuming I can make it, in life as a person and afford that. And because otherwise my budget.
I believe in you, Timmy.
Well, thanks, man. I don't believe in me yet, but we'll get there.
You'll get there, man.
Yeah. I hope
Stay
so.
the course.
I'm thinking, dude, honestly, if I could get back in American cars, Gen 5 Viper is like at the top, dude. Like that's the one.
I love that car. The reality, I can't drive it that long. I do not want to be beat up and disrespected in that fashion by a vehicle.
Disrespected.
That car is listen, it is as disrespectful as you can be to it. It will give back everything that you give to it, and you will feel it.
You did drive an ACR.
Yes, I did.
You did not drive a GTS with or an SRT with the GTS or optional suspension package, which gives you comfort and sport modes. The one that I drove from Illinois Motors for several events, the green one.
Yeah. And
I loved it.
Really?
Totally comfortable. Once you realize how to drive the Viper, you understand, because it's not something that happens like immediately. It's something you have to learn with the car. And we live in a day and age where cars have all kinds of adjustments. You can adjust the steering, you can adjust the braking feel, you can adjust transmission response, throttle response,
everything.
Everything.
Modular.
I think the experience of receiving a product that is one way has gone by the wayside because it's obviously more profitable to sell a car that's more customizable to everybody's needs.
Yep.
There's something very authentic about what a Viper has always been, and it's never gone by the wayside for any changes, And what's funny is about the Gen 5 Viper is it's the only Viper that became a good car.
Yes.
All the other Vipers, in my opinion, are not very good cars. The interiors are absolutely fucking atrocious.
Facts.
And they are not put together that well. I mean, it's a Chrysler product. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. And the Gen 5 is the one that actually makes a Viper a fucking amazing car. And,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't knock it being a great car.
Mm-hmm.
It was the ride for me.
Yeah.
I mean, all day long, I was like, okay, if I had to flip a coin, make a decision.
Yeah.
That Viper ACR versus C6 ZR1, man, give me the ZR1.
Yeah. That's actually
ZR1, excuse me. Give me the ZR1. Give me the ZR1.
That's the thing that pushed me off the ZL1 1LE, honestly. It's such a good car. And I had another one out last year for an event from Illinois Motors. And I kind of wanted to get back in the Quattroporte because I'm like, dude, this thing rides fucking hard. It's not mag ride in those cars. They have
they don't have mag ride. They don't.
Yeah. They have dude, I can't remember. It's like a Öhlins kind of suspension, and it's a spool valve. So it's not like an adaptive like magnetic. And ignore this comment down here. You don't need
right.
No, I actually have a lot of respect for the C6Z, dude.
I'm just saying, bro. Hey, I'm right there with you, brother.
Yeah.
I thought he would have gave you a greater than or equal to, but he just went greater than. Oh man.
Don't get me wrong, man. That Viper, it is a race car. You will have some fun in that car, just not for a long time.
Fair enough. No, I don't disagree with that. However, I was really uncomfortable until I figured out how to drive
that part. Say that again.
I figured out how to drive it.
Yeah.
It's like I said, there's a way you drive old school performance cars. There's no like customization. There's a way that they set it up and there's an intention. One of the things that actually made it so comfortable when I realized, have you ever seen almost every average Viper driver is probably some, chooch Italian guy, blasting some kind of like AC/DC with the windows down. Dude, that's the strategy. You have to put your arm out to fit right.
Look, that was my tutorial when I was getting in the car. You see how this window say, now sit your arm out of the window. You say you're there.
Yeah. Dude, it gives you so much more room inside. But look, oh man, this guy is just shitting on the Viper in the comments here.
Oh man. Oh man.
There are people who look for amazing cars, man, but
nostalgic. I gotta tell you, like for real, it's fun, but only for a moment. It's fun. You can get in there and just have a great time in that car. It's not gonna be for a long time. Like if you do, you can't do a day trip in it. Nope. You could do a local drive.
That's weird because I drove that one 2 days straight, and that was actually really comfy.
But it wasn't that ACR though.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. I'm telling you, ACR is like much harder.
It's a race car.
There are people who want to get in their car and drive and not have any frills, not have any problems, not have any, kind of like just issues that can arise or just any. They want to be able to tailor their experience to exactly how they want to drive that day. And to me, that really strips away authenticity of a car's driving experience because it just doesn't feel like it's an individualized experience at that point. The Viper will always be an individual car, and no matter what people say, you have to be in it to really, really like it.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things, if you go in with an open mind, you might surprise yourself, because there are definitely some, legitimate, claims to, what Ellie is saying. But especially if you come from like a C606 where everything is like comfortable and accessible.
Very comfortable, yeah.
But I will say this about every C6 I've ever driven, C6Z, R1, and then Z06. They drive like cars until you press the gas. They just drive like a car. And when I get into a supercar, I want it to feel like a supercar all the fucking time. Yeah. And that's what I'll say.
I agree with you.
You know what? I don't agree 100%. Yeah, I don't agree.
Okay, you can do 99.
I like the fact that
you said 99.
I like the fact that I can get in that car and I can cruise across the country and feel like I'm in a sedan.
Correct. It drives like a car.
When I'm ready to press that gas, I can literally be cruising and it feels like a sedan. And as soon as I get on that gas, that thing turned into Sybil and his head switched around and it's like, let's do it.
I don't think he understood what you said, Tim.
Here's the thing.
I don't want that. I understood exactly what he said. I don't want let's do it all the time. I want to be able to get in and just ride like a car. And then when I'm ready for that head to turn around like Sybil, press the gas and let Sybil out.
100%. Look, There is nothing wrong with that.
That's
This
just me, though.
company has made Corvettes.
Uh-oh. He
Corvettes
attacked
aren't
you.
supercars.
He attacked
Oh,
you.
geez.
He attacked you.
Oh, geez. Hey,
He
look.
said his car is super. Leave him alone.
So Corvettes, dude, they're so amazing, and I have all the respect for them. And it's one of those things where it's like every one I've driven is like, dude, the value for the money is ridiculous. Every single one I've driven is nuts. It is, I mean, we're talking like C601, for as much as I'm a little bit like kind of about how it drives when you're not going fast, it is unfucking believably ballistically fast.
What about our automotive?
It would just, that car will put the hair on the nuts of someone who hasn't hit puberty, dude.
Yes, it
it's
would.
crazy. Like crazy.
That's a real car, man. That thing is a beast.
Yes.
Straight beast. Still one of my dream cars. I can't. It's just one of those cars that's gonna be a forever dream car of mine. I would love to own one. The prices will not come down for probably forever.
Which is?
Huh?
Which car?
C601.
Oh, okay. Dude, they're amazing. The potential.
They are. They're beautiful. They're amazing. The sad part is you still find those guys. I went to my buddy. He hooked me up, sent me over there to the T-tops to Melrose to get my other T-top. Tim hooked me up with that connection. Appreciate you, my brother. And get over there for that car show. And they had a guy that had two.
Yeah.
He had two C601s, bro. And between the two, he had less than 3,000 miles on it. I'm like, what? That's a problem for me. That's a huge problem for me. I'm like, I'm like, why not you drive? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's an investment for them. They don't get the chance to enjoy the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't do it. It drives me nuts to even think about it. I'm gonna drive my car until the wheels fall off because I enjoy driving my car. I bought this car to drive. I ain't bought it to keep it in the garage all the time. I'm not gonna be a fool and take it out in the snow because it cannot handle it. It just doesn't work in the snow. However, when it's dry out and it has decent temperature on the ground, Zeus is a monster.
Yeah.
Zeus is a monster. That Z06 does what it's supposed to do and handles it business. So I just don't get it. I'm never understand it. It's probably never going to make sense to me. And I'm sure that there's people out there do what they do. And
Corvette is only meant to be driven 39 miles a year.
You say 39.
Hold up, and Tim, I don't know if you ever had a chance to meet. He's every Corvette guy's got some weird people in the bunch. So
what are we talking?
Every once in a while, my weird Corvette friend shows up. Let me introduce you to my weird Corvette friend right here. 39 miles.
I'm just saying.
39 miles.
You gotta put your.
He just took his car in the snow. 39 miles.
But you gotta put your blue jean shorts on and your New Balances in 39 miles. That's the rules, son.
You ain't even gonna put your New Balances on. They gonna stay in the box.
Look, that jacket.
Right. Get your little fanny pack.
Oh man, cock it to the side if you gangster.
Right, you got to put it on the side. You got to put it to the side. You can't wear it straight.
Right.
I don't know what it is.
You turn
about
your head
my
around and put it down
family,
low.
man, but we got some really cool people and we got some really weird people.
Oh yeah,
it is what it is. Corvette guys are just something else, man.
Remember when Kia started putting dual clutch transmissions in cars?
Yep.
Like 2015 to
15, 16 time frame.
Dude, this guy showed up to a car meet with like a Hyundai crossover, and he's like, "Yeah, I put an intake on it. I tuned the trans." I'm like, "Dude, this guy because it's a fucking race car now." Oh no!
You break out your ruler. You're like, "Pop! Enough is enough."
Right.
Stop it.
Listen, everybody can be happy. If you're happy with your shit, I'm glad. But I'm not pretending something is what it isn't. I'm just saying.
Okay, that's another thing that I really appreciate about Tim. Tim can be very raw. He don't do it to hurt your feelings, but he gonna say the truth sometimes. You might not be ready.
I gotta know. I gotta know, man. I gotta know. What's your thought process on this Kia Stinger?
The Kia Stinger?
Yeah.
The 3.3s are pretty stout, dude. I mean, they make some pretty good potential. I mean, Elia, he filmed a Stinger back like a while ago, and it was.
I'm literally looking at that video right now. It's like 3 years ago.
Something wheel, and it was a JB4. It was like, dude, the thing fucking rips. I don't know. I think it's a great value for money, like insanely good. I think it's probably pretty solid. Avoid any Kia 4-cylinder ever, and you should be legit. Just avoid them. Like
no blows,
carbon buildup problems. Just tons of problems. Kia Stinger is not bad. I'd say it's a pretty solid choice. I think for the money, isn't that in the same firing line as like a Chevy SS though?
Yeah,
or like 3.3.
It is, but it's I want to say the difference is the turbo. They're turbo. They're forced air.
Yeah,
forced air though.
LS3, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
LS3. Enough said. Forced air, whatever, fine. But if you have a sedan that chops, that's fucking cool. You can make.
Yeah. So I mean, Stingers evolved when they first came out. Those things were extremely impressive with the numbers that they were putting out. I mean, they got a whole club that shows up at car shows, right? So they're impressive. They're definitely interesting. I'm not gonna hold you. Those guys don't play. Those and they serious about their cars. And
yes, they are.
When they get them right,
so
they put a hurting on people, man.
Yeah, dude, the potential's been nuts because like when they first came, they were a little slow to get out the gate. But dude, they started rolling when they got the ECUs unlocked. And dude, there's a ton of potential there. I just need to preface by saying my like standards for cars are like enthusiast cars are totally fucked. Like they're
I felt it coming.
Like
I felt it coming.
It's like I should have gone for like anyone I would talk to is like if I told them my budget, they're gonna be like AMG if you want like a European performance, or they'll be like, oh, get an Audi S4, and do the pulleys and tune and on the supercharged ones, right? Like there's a ton of options for the money, and I picked a historically nightmarical car. Like my brain does not work. Like if I buy a car, like I think value for money is important, but dude, it's value for the experience that I'm putting above everything. That's that's what I put above literally everything.
So here's the thing when it comes to trying to find value when it comes to that certain level of quality. Most people do that for something that they're trying to keep forever.
Yeah.
They may not actually it's a purchase for necessity. Utilitarianism, or that word. They're not using it to have a whole lot of fun under those pretense.
Yeah, they want it fun. Want it to work as a car, and then
fun doesn't come God, for us with these big motors, fun ain't cheap.
No,
because you got to put gas in them. You got to take care of two other. You got to put tires on these things.
Yep.
So this hobby ain't cheap.
I know, right? It's a lifestyle, son.
So when somebody's, oh my God, I can't believe you're paying so much for gas. I'm like, if I worried about gas, I wouldn't have bought this car.
Exactly.
I'd have been looking for something a little more economical.
That's what I said. That's
I ate, baby. I ate. Coming for you.
Until I
and the doors go up.
The quadruport I did.
Weird.
The i8's actually cool because you can rip on that fucking thing and have 250,000 miles a gallon. So yeah. Pretty base.
The most reliable car enthusiast car of all time.
Dude, who would have thought a butterfly door turbocharged 3-cylinder hybrid BMW was going to be the most fucking reliable car they've ever made?
Dude, I'm telling you.
Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing?
They could make a straight 6 work for a while. Like, what the fuck is happening?
I'm absolutely convinced Show gonna pull one. He talks about this thing periodically.
I think about it.
He talks about him a lot. So I think that this is something that's buzzing around his brain. Between that and that doggone that one and the other car that he talks about that floats around periodically is that doggone Lexus.
Oh yeah,
the LC.
Oh dude, top 5 most surprising cars I've ever driven.
Girl, that Lexus is something else.
That car blew my fucking mind. And here's the crazy part: I drove a 2018 open diff car with the 5.0 V8.
Yeah.
In 2018, they were open differential. Dude, I didn't expect it to be amazing. It's fucking unbelievably good. That's another car that I will kind of time to time think back on. I'm like, if these keep getting cheaper, where you can get a 5.0 V8 LC for under 50 grand, immediate purchase. Immediate purchase.
You know, that leads, right now, but
that leads me down to that question too. What is that unlikely car? Is that one of those unlikely cars?
An LC?
Yeah.
It's too reliable.
Yeah. What's the unlikely one for you?
What, for me?
That people were like, I can't believe Tim bought that. That you like, you know what? I will buy that.
My other buddy Tim bought, or my other buddy Tim, he had an MC20 and now he's got like an Aston Martin what's it called? DBS Superleggera convertible.
Okay.
Yes. He's got some really crazy cars.
Like
He's
got
some awesome stuff. He had a Mercy. He had a couple of McLarens. So he's a very diversified guy with his cars. But he said he could never see me in a Camaro. And like, which is like, I don't know if that's insulting. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just
well, you know, when you first told me about the Camaro, I said, "What?"
Yeah,
I was like, "Really?"
Surprised. Dude, it would have to be, if I had to have like an oddball, it'd have to be something that makes sense. For me to like, me buying a Corvette makes too much fucking sense. So like that's something a smart person does.
Yeah.
I don't. That's not me. I don't do that. Like I don't.
Probably.
Are you hungry? What time is it? 8:26. Kitchen just closed at 8:25. Yeah. You gotta be 18 or older to get something to eat.
18 or older to get
2025 close. It's 8:30. It's supposed to be 8:30. He was saying,
give me a second. Give me a second. I'm mic'd up.
I'm about to say you gotta be 18 years or older to eat after 25.
That's fine with this dude.
Oh my God, this boy got no sense.
Have at it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you ain't sorry. You are not sorry. I don't even know why you said that. You are not sorry.
You finished all your homework?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, remember you told me that
what had happened was
Go ahead.
I didn't.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, send you to sleep, starving.
Oh shit, dude.
Oh my
you can't
God,
tell
bro.
close his eyes.
What just happened? What just happened? This guy just happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Oh my God. He told his son the kid, he said it's 8:25. The kitchen closed at 8:26. He said you gotta be 18 years or older to eat after 8.
Sorry about that.
That's the
What's happening?
adult hours.
Man,
Oh my God, this boy got no sense. This
there was
is
a
why
time when he couldn't open refrigerators, and now he can open refrigerators.
all right, so you now you
Alrighty.
understand why Sean is here, right?
Oh yeah.
No sense
Breaking this
whatsoever.
up, dude. He's making it fucking interesting. Like just
Man,
please.
we were in Carlisle, called him on three-way.
Oh my God.
And we sitting in his Airbnb at the table with the phone on speaker, and Sean is on a roll. Everybody at the table got tears in their eyes. What is going on? This dude ain't got.
Hey, I was the brother that couldn't make the trip, so y'all got me there.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tim. That's
No,
hey,
all good. That's great.
welcome to Sean.
Right. But you said the Corvette would be too much like a logical purchase.
Oh yeah. So I just during that whole thing, I literally just like thought of probably the most unlikely car. It would be almost any Porsche. Any Porsche.
Really?
Yeah. They make way too much sense. They're reliable. They're excellent cars. They're well built, and it's totally opposite of what I fucking buy, dude.
I've been dancing around that too.
Yeah, I can't do it. they're all excellent to drive, and I can't fucking do it. They're so good. There's no reason not to. And I think I just like really unique experiences. 911s kind of drive like 911s.
Mm-hmm.
GT3s have always driven amazing. And once you get into those like special Corvettes, those special 911s, because I've always said the 911 is the Corvette of Europe.
Yeah.
So that's going to hurt some feelings probably, but it's absolutely.
It's the truth.
It's logical. It's logical. It makes sense.
Yeah. There's just something about it. I just don't jump out of my chair. Like there's nothing about it that like excites me. Even the GT3 do the turbo.
And they absolutely make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, for what they are, oh my God, he break his neck and try to get at some of these Porsches that are out there. I don't know. It doesn't give me that same feeling at all. Yeah. I don't know why. I just
I don't know. I think we've seen the shape forever.
That's that part.
I think that's kind of like it waters it down. If I see like a 964 Porsche or 993, I'm way more like, oh shit.
Yeah, same here.
New ones are not really on that.
Same here. Yeah.
The newest 911 I'd stop to go look at is a 997 GT3 or GT3 RS.
Yeah, because I mean the car looks straight animated. Like
yeah.
Just be realistic. The car looks animated.
Yeah.
And they're interesting and they look amazing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't spend that much money for Porsche. No, it just ain't gonna happen, man. It doesn't make sense. That part doesn't make sense for me.
No.
For somebody else, not for me.
That's absolutely blown my mind because there is seemingly an unending supply of these so-called rare 911s, and there is an unending demand for every single fucking one that comes up. Mm-hmm. Like there is approximately 2,533 dentists in 1987 that had a red 911. There's too fucking many, dude. It's. I see they.
My niece is graduating from dental school, which is gonna keep me from going on a rally. So I'm gonna keep finding a Porsche.
What's gonna be more funny to you is I might not be going to the graduation.
Are you serious? Boy, you know how annoying this is. I'm good. I've accepted it. I've owned it. I'm at peace with it. There's always next year, and maybe we find a smaller rally this year. And
it's like the dates keep changing. So I don't know what's going. So now,
nostalgic. Just to give you a little background, I've been wrapping my head around going on a rally. Show went last year, did a rally. After watching you guys' video, I really want to do a rally, and one of the most ideal rallies came up.
Yep.
G-Force has a rally going from Chicago to New Orleans. I am from New Orleans.
Wait, what's it called?
So,
G-Force.
G-Force?
Yeah.
Isn't that a movie about fucking gerbils?
Stop it. You stop it, Tim.
It is.
Stop it, Timmy.
Copyright.
Stop it. Benjamin Kohler, what's up? Timmy!
Holy
hey,
dude.
Tim, you're gonna make me look this movie up now.
No, that's not real, man. Don't look it up. Don't you Google nothing that Tim says.
Don't Google it.
Don't Google that, man.
Dude,
I'm good for another cup of coffee and a movie.
G-Force rally, please do it.
Oh my God. So that's like perfect for me, right? To take my car, first of all, to take Zeus and get Zeus all the way to New Orleans. Absolutely perfect, right? I get to see my mom, my family that probably won't ever come up here to see this car in real life, other than what they see on YouTube. They'll get to see the car in person. My nephew, he get to ride and drive it. I got a couple of guys that's also in YouTube that I wanted to link up with. I got another guy we're supposed to collab with. So I've started setting up stuff. It's going down, right?
Look it up, Sean. Look it up.
You know I'm on it. Pull out about it.
Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Man,
I'm about to pull out about 3 to 4 K cups that's on the top.
But get myself wrapped around it, and at first it was me and Show. Me and Show do a show like, man, I ain't gonna be able to make it. Like, what you mean you ain't gonna be able to make it? Man, I got my daughter's graduation. I gotta go to. I'm like, I respect that. I understand. I can't, you can't say nothing about that. But and then next thing you know, here we go. Go ahead, Tim.
No, I'm just reading these comments, dude. I haven't seen this guy in forever. That's funny that he jumped in. Thanks,
man. Thank you for coming through, Benjamin.
Yeah, thank you for coming through.
Yes, sir.
And then I wrapped my head around going, and then I'm like, all right, I figure I'll go by myself. I'm sitting there bouncing around. IS is like, I'll ride with you. Y'all got other people, I'm trying to contemplate who I'll take if I go.
Right.
And then I literally was locking into, man, I just drive, go by myself. I'm good. I'm about to have a good time. I'm going home. I'll be energized just to go to New Orleans, drive this car all the way to New Orleans. And then, of course, then the fun stuff coming back. I had stops on the way back and things like that, right? Supposed to stop and see AB on the way back. So,
right.
And then I get this guilt trip text from my wife. So what are you doing this time frame? What you mean? What am I doing? Boy, listen, when I start putting my calendar together, I don't like interruptions of my calendar, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. And she said that. I was like, what you mean? What's going on that time frame? Well, your niece is graduating from dental school and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, man. I'm like, who are? I'm like, I told myself, nope. I said, nope. I got plans. I'm going to be doing my plans.
You could just say, I'll see her when I need a fucking cleaning, dude. That's simple.
What'd you say? Said it again.
You said she's in dentist school?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just say I'll see her when I need a fucking cleaning.
I support that way. I give her my dental insurance.
Yeah, okay. You're gonna see that screen get fuzzy up there in that top left corner. Clip your wings.
Notification part.
Yeah, man. Married. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
32 years, brother. 32 years.
Fucking
So
wild. I don't know how you can hold it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't hold down a fucking sandwich, dude. I don't know.
So I didn't literally, man. I didn't put it in my heart, man. I'm like, I'm going. I'm good. Then I get the list. Most of the people I wanted to go and see and hang out with, they're gonna be gone.
Oh.
Shows like, man, won't you just make it to Birmingham, fly to Birmingham, come back and then drive to New Orleans yourself? I said that defeats the entire experience of pulling into New Orleans with a bunch of people cars, with a rally.
Yeah.
Going to the Ritz. Everybody pulling we driving downtown New Orleans, down Canal Street in New Orleans in these cars. How do I miss that? I mean, the top is off. I will stop at the red light, take the top off.
You got suitcases in the back. You can't take the top off.
Dang it.
I can't think this through.
Dude, you just folded. There was no fucking rebuttal.
Wait, no. I would only need a small bag. I will wash some stuff if I have to. Shorts is the rule, baby. I would only go with a bag. I'll better take the top off.
Damn, that's funny.
He said, you had two people. I'm going to have one.
I got a trunk and a front. I was good to go.
Hey, Zeus, hold up. We can put the video up. Zeus already lit that thing up. Trunk and a front.
But guess what?
I ain't got to guess.
Off,
I got proof.
I can take the top off.
Stop it. Stop it.
I was topless.
True. I humble myself at your toplessness. But just the idea, even that was like, no, I'm not rolling into New Orleans by myself. It's not the same. I'm just another car at that moment. Nah.
Just another Z06.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what, man? We hold out. I'm going to just have to wait. I'm just hold out. My sister-in-law was here. She's like, ooh. She like cars, right? That XLR. She love XLRs. Yeah, she love XLRs. So Nita's like, ooh. She's like, are you serious? She's like, so you gonna give up this to go to this? She said, are you gonna tell her? Because I hope she appreciates you coming. I was like, nope. She'll never get it. It'll go over her head. It don't mean anything to her. But it's not, it's me not being selfish. I'm a support family. I was the one uncle was at every every dance recital, everything. I was there.
Well, that's all you got. You got investment already. You can miss one event.
Right, just Skype.
Everything is else. Just Skype. Like, yeah, Zoom in. Do what they call that? A Zoom. Just call Zoom, Joe. Had them put you on the tablet.
There you go.
I'll be on the tablet like this.
Yeah. Oh, two hands.
I'm about to tear the car up. Nah, man. Yes, sir, man. We make the best folk down there, bro.
All this
I don't know what
technology you
that
got,
means.
you can't tend like virtual or something.
What'd you say, Tim?
I said I don't even know what that means. What is NOLA folk? What is that?
New Orleans,
Oh.
Louisiana folk.
Yeah.
People from New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
No problem. I can translate for you, brother. It's all good.
For sure.
You gotta say
NOLA.
it's not NOLA, it's NOLA.
I be
New
NOLA
Orleans.
folk.
Some New
Gotcha.
Orleans people.
Yeah, I didn't take off my suburbanite goggles to read that one, so just
I'm gonna say right.
Hey, Tim, we got a Bros and Cars lingo sheet. We'll make sure the factual copy after the call.
Sean's gonna be like, hey, that's on line 36. Tim,
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Abbreviations for New Orleans.
I'll be like, yeah, sure. Was it?
Right.
that's when you start knocking on that can. This thing is not even working.
Dude,
Just disagree. We'll fill you in later.
I'm out.
Right.
Oh,
That's it.
Uh-oh. Chug.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man.
So, Joe, Z06 in your future? What's going on?
For me?
For me?
No, he's talking to me. He
Oh,
ain't
so?
talking to you. You ain't getting no C8. That's against your religion. But
Hold
honestly-
up now. No. That what you call it, man, does have my attention now. So hold up now.
the ZR1.
Hey.
E-Ray?
E-Ray.
The thing is sick because it sounds
No,
like
it's a piece of shit.
See? Weird
POS.
Corvette guys.
It's a
You heard
POS.
when you saw this? This right here, y'all.
Let me
I
explain.
need you to understand what I'm talking
Listen
about. Look
to
at
me,
this.
my friend. Listen
Look.
to me, my friend.
Look, now he got an accent. Look what I'm
Listen
talking
to-
about.
listen to
man.
me.
Look, this is what I'm talking about right here.
Look, I'm a big
turtleneck.
E-Ray supporter, but it's a POS.
that was so political. What the fuck?
I like the E-Ray because I always wanted the Acura NSX. So I like the concept of the electric and the gas.
Mhm.
But the problem with it is all they did was increase the low end power.
Yeah.
So it still has the same top end problem.
Yeah, but you got
Yeah.
all-wheel drive.
But you got all-wheel drive.
It don't matter if it 120 is 120 is 120. One above is like what the hell?
Yeah, but then you
Still
can
getting it.
No,
Dude,
you're not.
You got to realize the only thing that's challenging that thing is the Z06.
No, there are
at
other
the moment.
cars. There's other cars.
Not that many though.
You
Not
talking
that
about a 0
many.
to 60 or the quarter mile? I'm talking about on the street driving. Look, how many times you see me stopping at a stoplight racing somebody from 0 to 60?
Not often.
Exactly. So my thing is, I'm looking for the roll up.
So then
When
it's
you
not for
when you rolling, it's not fair.
Yeah, but then it's not. Then you're clearly not the target demographic for the car.
And
No, he's
that's what I'm
not.
saying. I'm not.
He's not.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
He's not.
I want top end power.
Sure,
I want to
yeah.
hold you in the seat like this, like
So-
oh.
The C806 then, probably the one, right?
I honestly want to see what the ZR1 do because
I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna do. You know what it's gonna do? $250,000 or better. That's what it's gonna do.
Oh yeah, you're
I
actually.
can see
If
that.
that's
thing.
what you want, that you want to see what it's gonna do.
I want to see what they're gonna do.
I bet you the first few that rolled out are gonna be like 310.
I
Look,
bet.
I'm a
I
humble
bet
person though. I can
Broncos
wait.
is gonna be like one.
What you gonna
I'm
wait
very
for?
patient. I'm
What
patient.
you gonna wait for? To sell your house?
I'm patient. See, you don't know, man. See, what may happen was
Look. Watch this.
I might fall into like a 720S in a. I don't know, man. It's just like, It's like
I see you in a
McLaren becoming more affordable.
But I can see
I'm scared to break,
McLaren's
though.
realistic. I can see you.
Yeah.
pulling the
I'm
McLaren.
scared
I
to
can
break
see that.
though.
Why?
I'll be sitting there with Tim like
I can see
these
you
parts
moving
are like
to the McLaren before you move into the. I can actually see you moving to McLaren before you move into the Z06.
it's actually arguable right now though, because realistically, I was looking at the McLaren GT, and
Literally,
price
and
range,
that's what I like about it. I
the
would
price
drive
range
it
is
year
in.
round, bro.
The price range is in right now. The Z06 is kind of gravitating in it now.
Yeah.
So it's a toss
floating.
up between
It's
it's a
floating
toss up
in that
between them
space.
two.
It depends on where you're getting it too, because it definitely floats in that space pretty heavy.
I would
It's like that one I showed, the one I found when we were talking. It was 160, but that's also from a private owner. It's got less than 2,400 miles on it.
I know what one at right now with like 7,000 miles on it for,
and it's a 3LZ.
That's
and
a
it's
3LZ.
a 3LZ.
So you can find them.
They're out there. You just gotta put your paws on.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. That 148 is like 6,000 out of my range. So it's like I literally thought about jumping, but
most people are afraid to buy them from private owner because they don't want to buy it without a warranty.
Man, it's a Corvette. You can right.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
You can get a Corvette warranty, and you know if it's new enough, it'll still be under a factory warranty. So, yeah.
So that's my next video. We're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
I started it, not you, Tim. I'm talking to the dude upstairs looking like you're confused.
I knew who you was talking to, man.
You said him upstairs.
Doggone turtleneck choking him a little bit.
Him upstairs.
Him upstairs.
Pretty much.
Bring me some cookies and milk.
I know, right?
Right.
But no, seriously, because I made a comment like maybe a year ago when they was talking about like, oh, GM sent the memo out that they're gonna go after dealerships that sell over MSRP, and my quote was they would go after customers before they go after the dealerships.
That's exactly what they did.
And that's exactly what they did.
Went after the customer first. You need to keep this car this amount of time.
Well, I even seen this saying that they've actually banned a couple people warranties.
Yeah,
car, and they publicized that. So my thing is,
the banning ain't just for the warranty. Remember, the banning says you cannot. Your warranty is history, and you cannot buy another Corvette.
Yep, or any future Corvettes.
Yeah, man.
So like I said, they've done it to customers already, but they ain't did none to them dealerships.
When you mentioned buying private seller, I didn't know you were talking about the Z06 because we were kind of
it was a Z06 private seller that I found this car for 160.
Here's the thing: you can get these things at MSRP right now. All day long, you can get them. And I actually, my buddy
not anywhere though. That's the problem. Not anywhere.
Yeah, but you can get them all day long at sticker. I swear. It depends if you want a Z07 or not. It's a different story if you're looking for a Z07. If you're looking for a Z07 package car, they're still hovering around MSRP or more. But all the regular like 1LZ, 2LZ, whatever fucking General Motors and their numbers, it's like they're using a fax machine to come up with trim levels. I don't. So
no, you're right. You're absolutely
the Z07 is the one to get. If you're gonna get one, get a Z07 because
Here's the problem with that, and I got a problem with that statement. Most of the people that driving it, and this is something that Show and I just talked about. 85, 90% of the people that buy a Z07 package. They are never going to take that car on the track.
Nope.
For me, it's not even about taking it on the track. It's about
they're not going to drive it, bro.
A lot more physical presence than a normal C8.
They're not going to drive it.
Yeah. They got aero kits for that.
So here's the deal. My buddy just hit me up and he's like, "Hey, I have an allocation for a C8Z. I spec'd one out and I'm getting it at MSRP." I told him up and down, you have to get a Z07 because of value retention. That is the thing. Yeah, you might not take it on the track, whatever. If I get a Z01 1LE, will I take it on the track? Maybe once, maybe twice, but I'm not a track driver. I love a car with huge road presence. And the Z07 pack, dude, it's night and day between a non-Z07 and a Z07 C8. They are totally different because unfortunately for the standard C8 Z06, you can mistake that if you're not a keen eye with Corvettes, if you don't know the little differences and the vents and everything like that, you will mistake it for every other Corvette. A Z07 is totally different.
Yeah, it's different.
Very, very wide. It's a different
race car.
It's awesome.
It is literally built to be a race car.
Yeah, to me, that's that individuality I'd want in like something like a Corvette. Once again, I'm not thinking like, best bang for buck. I'm like, I'm a little bit on value retention side because Z07s are hard to get right now, very hard. And
but that's still, it really is still bang for buck. That is a bang for buck car.
Oh, 100%, dude. You're not touching a car like that unless it's got a Ferrari badge on it.
Come on, keep it going. Yep, you got a few more.
Yeah,
a few more. Yeah, but it's only a few more. You start getting at the top of the heat when you start dealing with that car.
100%. It's an impressive car, dude. I drove one that we had here at Motors. It's really, really impressive. It kind of shocks you that it came from General Motors because it doesn't feel like something in any reality ever would. I mean, we're talking about a company that killed the Grand National because it was beating up the Corvette.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Facts.
And that was another video I got coming.
Facts.
It just doesn't seem like it's a company that would allow this to happen. So it's cool that it did. And I just hate that they let the Camaro go by the wayside with these dumbass fucking collector's editions, Black Panther edition, fucking Captain America. I don't know, whatever. I'm over it. I'm like, okay, great. Stickers. Is this a fucking takeover edition like all the challengers they came out with as a last call? Like when they came out with the Swinger edition, I'm like, oh, dude, they know their audience.
That was a ploy. You know, it's a big ploy. They're going to drive sales. That's all it was, to drive sales.
Yeah.
Anytime last call wasn't the last call, it was the drive sales.
Oh, 100%.
Should have been a last lie.
Second to last lie.
Right.
So
no, it's just, to me, so I still think that, although they're doing some very interesting things on the market with that car, and there are some out there you can get. Tim, I'll still challenge that a ton of Z06 that are non-Z07 packages are still being marked up.
Oh no, that's
like, don't get me wrong. I believe that you can still get them, but it's not as easy as you think it might be, right? I think that the challenge, because I just ran across two guys. They had allocations for cars at MSRP, and when it was time to get that car, when it was time to build, they learned of the markup.
Yep.
Gotcha.
One guy had a $30,000 markup. The other guy had a $60,000 markup.
Well, those days are numbered, man. It's really turning right now. It's I'm telling you, it's back. It's really turning.
I think that is shifting back a little bit. It's, in my opinion, I just don't think it's shifting fast enough.
Okay,
like you can look at them online right now, and they'll show you MSRP prices until you talk to them.
Okay.
Then things change.
Yeah. So as far as availability goes, I mean, just as an example of Bring a Trailer, I just pulled it up right now. A Z06 coupe sold for $131 on 2/13/24. Another Z06 sold on the 12th. Another Z06 sold on the 10th. Another Z06 sold on the 8th. Another Z06.
What's the numbers? What's the number prices?
So
because I've learned Bring a Trailer sometimes.
Oh, they bring a ton of money. So
yeah, they bring a lot of money to Bring a Trailer.
This is 707 miles on a 23 Z07 3LZ 161.
That's a phenomenal price.
That is basically
absolutely phenomenal. Because if you got it from a dealership, it's going to be over 200.
That it has a 150 window, so there's a little bit of a. But remember, that's a Z07.
Yep. Show I told you about the one that was on Bring a Trailer. Remember that? I sent you that information on the Bring a Trailer Z06. Every once in a while, here's the problem I have with Bring a Trailer. They bring a trailer worth of money. It's like you lose the opportunity to get a good deal on Bring a Trailer. Yeah. People pay money for some of those things on Bring a Trailer.
They do.
Like unnecessarily, they spend a lot of money on Bring a Trailer.
100%. There's a lot of inflated prices on there for sure. But seeing where a lot of cars level out is kind of where I'm more like paying attention to. But the point I'm trying to drive home is that I literally only listed 1, 2, 3, 4, literally 5 days. There was one Z06 for sale every 5 days on this website.
That number has increased a lot because at one point it was I would see one a month.
Dude, that's a sign of the times.
Oh yeah,
that's That's why.
No, it actually is not. I'm gonna tell you what it is a sign of. It's a sign of those people who are ready to offload their car.
You don't think that's a sign of the times?
No, I think it's a time. I think it's those. Every last one of those cars are low mile cars.
The reason why I would say it's not a sign of the times, Tim, and this is just me, is because you still have the dealerships that are known to sell C806s for MSRP with 3,000 people on a waiting list.
Yes.
Well, so it's kind of funny you say that. And if that's that's interesting to hear, because a buddy of mine called me the other day and said that he was 16th in line and they were going down a list and they were selling 4-sticker MSRP, giving him an allocation, and because he found out he was 15th or 16th in the line, he passed it up. There are some dealers that have these allocations and they are selling with sticker. You got to call around a bit, maybe. But
and that's the thing too. You have to call around. Not every dealer sell over MSRP, but what dealers are doing too also. What dealers are doing also, which is I say it's the falseness of their MSRP sale.
Sure,
is they'll tell you can buy the car for MSRP, and then when you come in, they say, but you got to take this warranty with it. You got to take this wheel and tire package, and they're all inflated.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm trying to say?
What Dave Chappelle say? Gotcha.
Because I've called around to a couple just off of, like you said, I really wanted 3LZ, but I saw a 2LZ, so I called into the dealership, and they was like, "Oh yeah, we sold for MSRP." I actually got like 8 dealers that are in the top 50 that I text me on the regular about these cars, But what most people do when I start calling around is they're like, "Oh, well," I'm like, "Great, let me get a out the door price, bill of sale out the door. I'm in Chicago. This is my zip code. Are you taking taxes? Are you not? I'm gonna cut a check from my credit union, bring a check." Then when they send me that out the door price, like, wait a minute, what's this? Why is the wheel and tire package like $2,500? I can get a wheel and tire package for $7. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, well, you have to take this with it. So even though it's still a good deal, because you know what I'm trying to say, because the markup on these packages aren't like $5,000.
Yeah,
they're like maybe double the price or triple the price in some cases, but you still walk away with less than 10 grand worth of markup.
Sure.
So I can still see but it's like, but what I'm getting at is like, you still ain't really getting them from MSRP, and that's the thing about it. And so my thing is, if I'm gonna pay $10,000 worth of markup, I'm at least gonna get what I want.
Sure.
You feel me on that? So it's like, I'm not gonna take your 2LZ. Or the other thing I sit there and see too, which you are right, Tim, is they will sell you a car with a handsome markup, but they maxing the damn car out. I don't need front lift.
Yep.
You know what I'm trying to say? Don't tell me MSRP is 158. I'm like, what I want is 133.
So check this out. Now, this is one of the disparities that I was looking. I just looked at it. I had to come back and check it out. Between two of these cars, right? So I'm looking at, but this is interesting because they got, which is quite impressive. They got a 1LZ. It's still a 1LZ, but it's a 06 package that went at 130.
Yep.
That is impressive. I'm gonna don't hold me.
07 package. 07
package. 07 package.
So
but
theory,
then
go ahead.
And then, but just before that one, so there was a that white 3LZ.
Yeah.
07.
So the 1LZ you just talked about was not a Z07. It was just a Z06 Coupe 1LZ.
No, I'm looking at a 07 package.
Yeah, the white one, the anniversary.
No, it's blue.
Anniversary.
Huh?
Blue.
That's an anniversary edition.
No, he said he's looking at blue one.
I'm looking at the blue one as a 1L1.
He's bouncing.
1LZ.
Right? Oh, okay. The 1LZ Z07. Okay. I got you. I'm looking at.
But then they have that anniversary edition. Actually, they got 2 anniversary editions. Well, one of them is a Z07. Another one is they got a white anniversary that's Z07 package. Of course, that's going to be stacking,
all anniversary editions.
That's like 217. That one went for 217. They got another 3LZ that's 9 anniversary package, the yellow and black one. That's a Z07 package for 162. That's like
That
ridiculous.
color is so bad, by the way. It's
Yeah.
not good.
Agreed.
It's like you're dehydrated and you go for a piss at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Like, and the funny thing about it too is when it comes to Corvettes, colors matter, which is kind of
color matter. It
Color
really
matter.
does. It really does.
It sucks they only have like 8 colors, dude. They need
Yes.
more.
But I'm just saying, color matters. Like people don't really feel that yellow. But an anniversary edition gonna go for top dollar.
Yeah.
It's
By
just
the way, that blue Z07 1LZ only got bid to. It didn't sell, and it's a really rare, desirable color because they're not making.
That's right. It got bid too. It didn't sell, so it went.
Yeah,
It didn't sell at that price. Yep.
You can't get Elkhart Lake this year.
Oh, that's right. You can't.
Yeah.
That was the last. Yep.
Yeah.
That's the wrap for that color.
I don't know why I was thinking it was rapid blue when you said blue, because that's what you always see.
Nah, it's not rapid.
That
It's the
color-
darker. Yeah.
Colors everywhere. The basically what I'm just trying to point out is the amount of supply we're looking at here. There is almost 3 a week. Like
Yeah.
that, this website.
But here's what I was saying when I said these are coming from people who either ellipse the time that they are supposed to own them and then they're offloading them, or they just don't give a crap and they just ready to get rid of them.
Oh,
Let me take what I can get. I'm not buying another Corvette and then moving on. Yeah. I believe that's what these cars are. That blue one that didn't sell, 11 miles.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. I actually love that color too.
That color is dope.
But that's it right there. You could even buy it for 130, and a stick on that thing is probably 127, 122, somewhere in that area.
Facts.
Yeah.
The white one, the anniversary white one, 3LZ, Z07 package, 40 miles.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. A white anniversary edition. And the question is, does it have a carbon fiber interior?
And it's California. You could drive this thing all the time, other than last week. But
this 1LZ, the Elkhart Lake car, had a 130 window and it only got bid to its MSRP.
Yep.
And that's one of the more recent, auctions on here. So
and
I don't know.
Didn't sell. That's another good point. It did not sell.
And the comment that's literally been hanging here for a while from Elia is literally, I think,
the biggest problem.
The big deal. It's the biggest deal right now is interest rates, dude. It's wild.
Dude, I'm just saying right now, the interest rate stopped me from moving on the car last year because I was going to jump on a Wraith.
Yep.
And when they came back with the interest rate, I was like, yes, it's not meant for me to buy right now.
Yeah.
This is
crazy. It's worse.
Yes, I know, and that's and that's the thing that's playing the part. Like, what up, Lefty? That's the thing that's playing the part.
Lefty in the building, the enforcer.
Because even I see the Z06s now, I've had an opportunity to get one that was an anniversary edition, non-Z07, but the car stickered for 133. They told me I can get it for 10 grand over. I think it was 136 if I get it for 10 grand over. And I would have took it. But the interest rate, I'm not committed to that lifestyle yet. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's kind of wild. Like, I don't know how much, if I ever won a Powerball by some fucking weird mistake from God, like I would.
Hey, don't be talking that bad language in front of Sean.
I'm trying, man. I was about to say, man, what we doing here?
Sean takes that kind of conversation personal.
I know, right?
I don't
better be intentional to win that Powerball.
Right.
I don't know if I would ever pay over sticker for almost anything. It just feels wrong, intuitively wrong.
So, my question for you is: do you feel that way about Ferraris? Because most of them sell for MSRP, but on the used side, they really go above it.
Yeah, they go nuts. New Ferraris, dude, do almost nothing for me to the point where, like, I don't know if I would, like, all my tastes are way back. Like,
I got you.
430 Scuderia.
I really want a 488 for some odd reason, though. I don't know
those cars. I actually really like them. I was actually like, it seems to be like 458 to that. It seems like a downgrade, but that car
What up, Jackson?
Suicidal. Like, and I mean that in like a positive way, because remember, my brain works backwards.
Yeah.
These cars are like extremely sketchy, and it makes it really exciting to drive. Like you're constantly fighting for traction. I mean, they effectively put a twin turbo engine in a chassis from a
yes.
So it's like totally psychotic.
Yes.
it's weird because it's objectively worse than the last car, but it's still really exciting and very Italian the way that they did it. For me, 458 is the one though. Still, it's the one, no question.
I was about to say that. Although that 488, man, that sucker is fast.
Yeah.
It still don't have that sound, man.
No, that's what it don't have. I'll give you that.
With downpipes, dude, you can get an amazing
458 all day long.
Yeah, that's kind of the team I'm on for sure. Yeah, I just don't like a lot of new supercars. So like, new Ferraris paying over from what the MSRPs were. Like I get it. They're incentivizing the values to
Yeah, they do act like they still on your car.
They still act like they're on your car. You can't do what you want to it.
Yeah, so they really prioritize like building relationships with their customers. They're constantly getting people coming back, to the stores because you always get the best deals. You kind of have to play the game with Ferrari if you want to get the best cars from them, and that's honestly unfortunate. And yeah, Elia he had mentioned that to me before, but that's because you guys didn't allow to have traction control turned off. All I'm saying.
458.
I don't know if I'm getting these comments.
For some reason, you like these boring performance cars, man. It's like 458. No, you want to get wow. Let it loose. Let the lease. Take the.
No, you talking about me. 458.
Just smack it on skips.
Oh, okay.
Take the fat. Look, button down. Take the traction control off and see how hard you really are.
458 is not boring.
You want the corrections like, oh, kill that power.
Yeah.
Assist me in the drive.
458 can be an animal. 458 can definitely be an animal.
Look, man.
Yeah.
Do not misconstrue the 458, brother.
Do you drive Zeus with his traction control off?
Yep.
How often?
It depends.
Exactly. Well, you gotta think about it. You ain't about that life.
Not all the time. That's a powerful car, bro.
Take it off.
You can drive that little C8 without traction control. You fine.
No, take the traction control.
You can do that little thing. That little
traction
C8.
Control
You
off
can do that little C8
and see how long your underwear stay dry.
Dude, you can do that little C8
that's all I'm saying. Get raunchy with it. Get raunchy with it.
It ain't gonna be long.
Send that fax number, Tim. It's about to get ugly.
It ain't gonna be long before they wet and juice.
Dude, Fiat 500L is ripping me a fucking new one right now, dude.
What'd you say?
This Fiat 500L just ripped me a new one with this comment.
Really?
Man with old Ferrari Maserati talks about how older Ferraris are better.
Oh.
It's like, and you're welcome. Give it to him, brother. Hey.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I drove the 458 and I drove a Lamborghini 610 4. And I like and I like the Huracan better.
Really?
So I'm just sorry.
Hey, different strokes for different folks. I can't like judge anyone else's like taste.
I don't know why though. It's like
I take 458 over Huracan.
I don't know why I like
So,
you want to talk one of the safest cars?
Yeah.
You want to talk one of the safest supercars to drive?
Yeah.
Right? As you get in and put your seatbelt on. You want to talk about that, buddy? Get a Huracan. Go ahead, get a Huracan, buddy. Safe.
Hey, watch how quick I switch.
Safe.
You gotta care about surviving when you get behind the wheel. Those
Now
cars
we
so
flipping.
powerful.
This dude is Tim, have you ever met my weird?
Why would you want to put your reckless? Why would we get so reckless behind the wheel of such a powerful car?
Would I not just hand it the business because I didn't ride with the traction control up on?
No, look, a Huracan.
Oh man,
a Huracan is meant to be a masterpiece of engineering that keeps you
have
alive.
You met my weird car, man? He just arrived again. Every once in a while, he step in, step out, but he's back.
He's probably about the best 2 minutes of your life right here.
Oh, dude.
Oh, snap.
What just happened? I'm lost.
I'm just saying, man.
Did I take a nap?
You gotta be safe. You gotta be safe behind the
nap
wheels
when
of
you
the
shouldn't have
cars,
taken a
man.
nap, and you wake
can't
up
just be
and you're in a
reckless
different
behind
part of
these
the conversation.
Oh man, I
Be a
think the net
responsible
froze up.
driver. Be a responsible driver. Think about the people on the road with you. You gotta be
This
safe.
boy go from 488 to Huracan. You want to talk about a safe supercar?
You gotta be responsible on the road with these people out there, man. Somebody grandma driving next to you.
Somebody grandmother 488 blowing past your butt.
Hey, tell him show gonna be in that Huracan with his hand on the 10 and the 2.
Hey, driving with my knee because I know it's safe eating my McDonald's.
It ain't gonna even go out this lane. Good Lord.
I can't with y'all. I can't.
That boy.
I can't.
Absolutely not.
Oh man.
Simple. You don't know who gonna show up. I'm just saying. Welcome to the party.
So I have a weird confession. I've driven 3 Murcielagos. Weird flex, I know. I've driven 3 Murcielagos. I've driven 2 Aventadors. I've driven several Gallardos. I've never once driven a Huracan. And that seems to be the most common Lamborghini of all time.
Yeah, hold up. Let me just tell you how when I mentioned how much I like the Huracan, Tim's like, well, why would you don't be average? Why would you go with that one? You're not average. Why would you go with the Huracan? That's what I got from him.
That is valid.
Tim, he bought a Corvette. You don't get no more average than a Corvette.
Did you hear him? Tim said that is valid.
It's valid. 100% that's valid. Dude, you're gonna be like all the guys driving up and down fucking Michigan Ave trying to get Starbucks, dude.
Just, like this guy right here.
Oh yeah.
10 and 2.
I don't go to
10 and 2, baby.
Yeah,
I don't go to Starbucks.
They're solid cars. You can't knock them, dude. But
they are solid. They're very. It's probably one of the most dependable Lamborghinis you can buy, and I get it. I'm not gonna knock it. The V10 absolutely sounds amazing. We can never knock that, right? But I'm sorry, man. Ferrari's V in a 458.
You gonna see them in Vegas?
Sounds amazing.
Oh
bro.
yeah, dude. Fucking, that is definitely the most like rented supercar
in Vegas. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it is.
I mean,
it is the Toyota Camry of her Lamborghinis.
Whoa.
That's that weird part of me that's like, why the fuck am I buying a Lamborghini for it to be the most solid car? I thought it was being the biggest badass. You know what I mean?
You want to come jump with me on these McLarens?
He want them doors going up, man.
Tim, let's go get us a McLaren, man. Live on the wild side.
Yeah.
And save our lunch money to get some parts.
Dude,
you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. It's a McLaren.
Man.
Dude.
Those parts are going to take a minute.
Oh, dude.
That's right.
I really have to say it's worth it to get a 720. In my opinion, that's going to be such a big poster car.
The thing looks good.
720
about that.
Is going to be the McLaren. The 720 is the McLaren. It defines all the modern McLarens. And it's probably the best one because it's got the best version of an engine that they've used forever.
They got the new one though. What about the new one?
750S?
750.
You mean the 720S with all the black parts painted the body? Yeah. No,
yeah, that one.
Fucking car.
That one with a little bit more horsepower.
I would just degrade the 750.
That's for weight savings, Tim. That's for weight savings.
Oh darn! What? All the black that they shaved off?
Yeah, that's
darn. Weight. And they added all the cladding.
The metallic flakes and all that just adds like an extra 0.2 pounds.
Yeah.
They had to take that off.
Sweet. Awesome. I feel like, dude, but I don't know. 720, dude, it's aesthetically, it's fucking perfect. You know, that's the one.
I agree with you.
That's the one. Like anywhere, you know, you can get a 570 or whatever, but a 720 is the shit because not only are you cool to normal people, you're cool to like car people too.
I'm getting a GT.
720.
I'm gonna make it cool. I'm gonna get the GT and make it cool.
Okay. Yeah.
See, you coupe lovers can do that because y'all don't believe in being topless in y'all life.
Just because you like running around with naked nipples, nobody don't care about all that.
From my milk duds showing. It's something about when the roof comes down.
Oh my God.
Damn.
I'm just
man.
You know we're still live.
You can't even take the target top off on a 720, man. Just like so, you literally a coupe guy at that point. I mean, I'm sorry, on a
The
McLaren
GT.
GT.
Yeah,
Yes.
GT top don't come off.
Yeah.
You got a good point.
You got the little
I
sway in
would
the
love
back.
to just make sure the top come off. I would never hate on the Vert because I think they could be some of the coolest cars out there. I never hurt on the Vert, but at least let the top come off.
Man, go get you a Targa Porsche and be happy.
That I could never see that happen. Never.
Somebody, that's the Targa Porsche spokesman right there.
Who? Fucking Swole?
I
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
No, I can't
No,
do it. I don't know if I can do it, man. It just
Well, he might be. He doesn't drive with traction control off, so you never know. It might.
That's
be
what I'm saying.
what's that? Wait, hold up. Who are we talking to now?
You.
You Soldier Boy Taylor.
So I'm talking to this guy right here. Who's responding? I'm trying to figure out who's responding here. Talking about no traction control. He said, "Whoa!" Now he back on traction control, Mr. Hurricane.
Listen, man, you gotta be
Mr.
safe
10-2.
out here. It's grandmas out here on the street.
Time.
It's grandmas out there, man. Because you the Sunday driver. It's grandmas. You can't be blowing past people, grandmas, making them shake and no, that's not right.
Now he done turn the traction control back on. Oh my Lord. Your butt gonna stop working here in a minute.
Look, man.
You keep flip-flopping.
I'm just saying, if it ain't a Huracan, we talking about safety. When you move away from the Huracan, we gonna live raw out here, son. McLarens, we going bad. We living on the edge. On the edge. We might fall off and can't drive for months because we waiting on parts, but we on the edge. It's a rough lifestyle. You ain't about that. You ain't about that life, son. You ain't about that life. You want the safest degree of reliability from General Motors C706. We want our car purchased tomorrow. You want to walk into any Chevy store and say, "Hey, man, I need that."
Yeah, 100%. That's fair.
That's the life you about. You ain't about to be on this edge raw. I can't talk to you. You wouldn't understand.
You can't.
You wouldn't understand. You just too reliable for me. Like, you're too reliable. You're too reliable.
I am not. That's just it. I ain't got no problem with a little sideways.
He said, you know what it is? He said, look, if I can't touch on my car, McLaren like to lock the engine compartments up and give you a little small access port for oil. I don't want it. So you like to be.
I tinker.
You tinker with the reliability of GM. You don't even give you much to tinker with. How often the car break, man?
It don't.
That's my point. What you tinkering with?
It's performance-based tinkering.
You tinkering on You tinkering on add-ons. Like
I'm really trying to figure where you going.
Because I'm saying you don't want this raw life of a McLaren, son. You don't want to be out here living on the edge. You don't want to know if you turn it up and you might not come back in the garage tonight without saying, "Oh man, it broke."
Hey, show he got you on the jumbotron.
I see myself.
That's what he want. He want the raw life. You know what the sad part is? Here's the sad part. It scares the crap out of him. The Bob McLaren, that's like a break. He'll have a heart attack.
He's like, man, I thought I was finna drive.
Look, he can't haul a water tank. He ain't gonna buy it.
That's TD.
That's TD.
If he can't hold a hot water tank, it's not even on the radar.
Man.
Damn.
That's a requirement. They need to put that in the search bar of every used car water tank hauler.
Gotta be able to check that box for that hot water tank.
Yeah, gotta be able to take a hot water tank.
Whew. See, this is what we have to put up with, man.
I'm just being real with you, man.
You know, I always get nervous when we invite company to the house, so it's because I never know what I'm gonna get from these knuckles.
I'm just observing.
See, Tim, it's nice to have somebody else out here to like to live on the edge, because like I said,
Sure.
that's
Man,
Mr.
do you
Reliable,
like to
man.
live on the
That's
edge?
Mr. Reliability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
safe cars all the time. Man, you see that Porsche? I want a Porsche. It's reliable. It's the European Corvette.
Hey, Swole, if he opened that door, it's the edge right there, man. He living.
He don't want the doors to go up.
He just saying random stuff. He just quoted Tim.
Hey,
Now?
Sean, you been here before. What do you say? Man, that R8, woo, put a little mod on it, but it's reliable. He's Mr. Reliability.
It is reliable. You know why?
That's what I'm saying. All the cars
It's a Huracan.
are reliable. He don't believe
It's the
in
same.
living.
It's a Huracan. It is reliable.
He's Mr. Tinker with reliability. It's like, who tinkers on reliable cars? What you changing? Valve stems?
What is he talking about? Changing lug nuts. What do you think of changing?
Oh, man.
Them extra 5 horsepower from them lug nuts. What you talking about?
I'm sorry, man. I'm done.
Wow.
No, you ain't. For now. For now.
But you saw how I said that valve stem in there right there?
Yeah,
You got a whole
you said
video
that
on
in-
that.
I like how you said that.
I peeped that.
Tim,
Yeah.
you can pick your friends, you just can't pick your family. So that's the type of stuff that happens over here.
Fair enough, man.
Yeah.
I'm fucking cooked.
Tim said he is riding on fumes.
It's all right.
Oh man. Don't get defensive, Elliot. God damn it.
Oh, here we go.
We like reliable because we drive them. Dude, I drive my unreliable shitbox outside all the time. I just fix it more than you, okay? I'm more of an individual. I'm a fucking
I've driven
shit
every
starter.
car I've owned, even when they said it wasn't reliable. I was like, well, let's find out how bad it is.
Yeah.
And I've been lucky. Nothing really broke on me.
Good.
So
I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna tell you what's been calling me, man. I can't get away from it right now. For some reason, it's the one thing I look at a lot. Them doggone GTRs. Oh my god.
reliable.
No, they're not. They're not the most reliable. They really aren't. And depending on what year you get, you might have some transmission issues.
Mm.
Oh, nice.
What year you getting?
11, 12, if I get it. Something I can play with.
Not the bad transmission though.
No, they still had some interesting transmission situations with that one.
Yeah.
That part.
I promise you, he ain't getting nothing. He got a wrench on. I can promise you that.
What you talking about? I changed brakes.
I promise you. He ain't
Fluids.
changing no brakes.
I add windshield wiper fluid. I'm good.
He can't even say windshield wiper fluid. Nah, he gonna add it. You got to at least be able to pronounce it.
I top off some oil every now and then. What you talking about?
I can't
Oh, man.
conversation because the one time I tried to wrench on the Quad Sport Day, I fucked it up very badly. It was something very.
Did you have a 10 millimeter?
It's dumber than that.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good with service centers going forward. So.
Hey, you see what he said? He's looking at all them 2500s over there. He wants something that can haul a water tank.
Oh yeah, we've got.
How's it getting broken into?
What in the world? That's got to be Sean.
It gotta be Sean.
Sean with his doggone smart house and robo technology. He probably got guns and lasers and came up when somebody came in there.
Man. What's up?
Fancy close at 8:25.
Let's see what's about to happen.
Hey, Sean said Friday when he get out of school,
Uh-huh.
he wanna have family night. He wanna watch a movie called G-Force. Yeah, he said he was willing to sacrifice PlayStation 5.
No, he ain't said that.
Believe me.
No.
They got a
Oh
video
my
game.
God, this boy's
They got a
No,
video
he
game.
said he want to watch it right here. Yeah, he want to watch a movie called G-Force. Some Disney stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah.
A couple hamsters, you know.
Oh my
So-
God.
So you can
This
get you a
boy-
vanilla chai tea. Venti.
I'm gonna watch it.
In a venti cup.
Watch me.
Extra phone, double whip, upside down, shaking.
You gonna need it.
This is for him from Pastor.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I can't
No sense whatsoever. Straight face. Look, straight face.
Be looking at this. This
What are
is
those,
not good.
Pixies?
They're pixies. They're not good for you.
I could just eat one every 35 minutes.
No.
I gotta watch my blood sugar.
No. Okay, you're not about to eat it.
I'm done with this dude.
He said one every 35 minutes.
minutes. He got to control his blood sugar.
It's on the tail right now. Gotta get right.
Oh, I can't with this guy.
Oh my God, this dude ain't no sense, man.
All right. I'm back, fellas. I'm sorry.
You ain't sorry.
Take your
I
time.
have
Take
no
your time.
idea why you said you sorry. You are not sorry, bro.
That man said, G.
Hey, Tim, I'm shy. Good meeting you, man. Welcome to the family.
Oh
Get you
man,
a chai. Get the chai
that's
tea.
of an
That dude
introduction.
said, get the chai tea.
He said a chai tea double whip.
I'm sorry, what's that?
God, man.
Here he goes again.
Are you taking those? Those are like the last two Southwestern egg rolls.
Oh, dude.
I'm hungry.
Just take one, I'll eat one.
No.
We lit a candle 19 years ago. Okay.
Who said we lit a candle 19 years ago? What? This
Okay.
boy ain't got no sense, man. He ain't got no sense. Oh my God. Straight face. Listen, straight face.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
I need some hot cocoa now.
God, man.
I need some hot
Okay,
cocoa.
dang it.
So, yeah, man. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, great.
He dead. Oh my God.
All right, I'm
I'm gonna
back.
tell you, man, it's been a long time coming. Of course, with the luxury of having Illinois Motors at our disposal, that's been always a pleasure and always a treat.
Yes.
And we'll be back. Promise you guys, we're already talking. We're already plotting on what we're gonna review first. I think it's gonna be a Mustang kind of run here coming up here real soon, man.
Get forward.
Yeah, I because of what's there, Tim, I think it's probably gonna be a Mustang series.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you'll have to get on it quick. I have a feeling some of them won't really hang around for too long. We got
Yeah, I
some good
figured
bikes.
as much. We'll work it out. We can see what schedules and everything looks like, and we'll pull that off. But outside of that, man, he shifted positions. You didn't want to sit right there no more. You're like, I don't want to sit right here no more.
I can't sit by Sean no more. He gonna give me a shirt.
He said, man, some of that might drip on my head. I gotta be cool. I don't need none of that chai tea from the G-Force.
I can't
Oh,
hear anything.
man.
Hang on.
ATD cruise nights will be starting up fourth Sunday in May. So look at May 26th will be the first one.
Where at?
Right there, Labor Day weekend.
Dude,
So
I
far,
think
we
just
still at
bullshit.
we still at
Sorry,
Tuscany
man.
Gardens.
Thank
Okay.
you, bro. Listen, man, we come here to have a good time, enjoy each other's company. We may clown and laugh, but we generally care and build each other up. And one of the blessings of having Tim on here is You know, we're all about building him up, man.
I ain't gonna lie, Tim. You're
This
probably the
is
most
totally
educated car
fucked
guy
up.
we
I can't
brought.
hear anything.
You can't hear nothing.
No,
Tim
I
is
don't
one
know
of
why
them
it's
people
not
that you don't want to
working.
bring on your show because he don't have no fun.
You heard what he said about you, Tim?
Hang on.
He
So you want to beat me and have me back?
he gonna wait till Tim can't hear and then talk bad about him. You trifling.
Man, Tim,
We
Tim
could
is
hear
probably,
you fine, Tim. You can't hear.
Man, listen, man. If you guys, I put a link in there to one of the videos. If y'all haven't locked into Nostalgic, man, make sure y'all go check out the videos. Nostalgic is the person that did that one clip that I shared with y'all of Tim's video.
hey, put on the subtitles, Tim. Put on the subtitles.
I know. So make sure y'all go lock in with my guy, man. Can you
hear us, man?
Yeah, now I'm back. I don't know what just happened, dude.
I'm gonna tell you what happened when you weren't here. No, I'm gonna let you go look at the replay. You can hear all the crap that
Tim
he
is one of the most educated people we
brought. Oh, that ain't what he said when you weren't on. That ain't what he said when you weren't on.
You like the most educated guests we had so far when it come to cars.
Oh my God. That ain't what he said before.
No, I'm for real. Now, I did say you couldn't hear nothing, and you was like one of the most not so funny guys we brought on, but we still love you though. We still love you though. No, I'm just messing with Tim. I enjoyed you. I've never had this much fun with you before in my life, Tim.
For sure, dude.
But it's like your car knowledge sense. Yeah, we haven't had nobody else on here to challenge us like this.
Not like this.
Everybody else sit back like, well, what do y'all know?
Well, anytime you guys need a good debate, I'm down. You know,
hey man, I enjoyed it.
I'm an outside thinker with cars. You know, I look at it differently.
Thanks, bro.
So.
We think a lot alike when it comes to like risk. That's what used to be like.
Oh
I'll
my
be real
God.
with you. No, real talk. Play the violin.
Go ahead.
But no, like until I bought a Corvette, I used to buy risky cars.
Sure.
So that's what I'm saying. So there was a point, but see, my thought process with that was I had to have something to drive when it broke.
Yeah.
I bought the Corvette and got rid of everything.
Hey man, go look at the video, brother.
The brakes.
Go look at the video.
Wow.
You can see everything that's happening at Illinois Motors.
So I'm really that's why I keep dancing back and forth this whole McLaren situation and so forth. It's like I want to take that risk again, but like me and Swole always talk about, the last thing I want to also be in is like when a rally or something come up and it's broken.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, man. One thing that show. Here's the challenge with him. He's got so many different things that he's thinking about trying to put his hands on, and they don't always equate to the same type. They don't. He does not have. There's no one type. If you say he had a type. You don't have.
That's
a type,
not my type.
The spectrum is so wide in the things that he's looking at and it could be interested in, that it goes beyond sometimes what you would think that, like, really, bro, you was thinking about that? You're like, yeah, I was really thinking about that. I'm like, okay. How you got there? I don't know. I like that car, man. Have you heard that? Have you seen it? It's like he just something that he ran across. Next thing you know, I can't tell you how many times we've got off this live and was still on the live after everybody gone.
Right, like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Wow.
At night, sharing cars, going back and forth, sharing cars. So it's like that kind of stuff. So it's we go down these rabbit holes of looking at stuff, and I can truly say out of everybody that that rose within us, his options and selection and the things that he's thinking about, they are everywhere. They're everywhere. He's like, man, I'm looking at this, man. I really would love to get this McLaren. God, have you I was thinking about this Range Rover, like, but man, have you seen that race man over here? I want to check this out. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Man, they got a great R8 over there. Like, bro, how'd you go from like what?
Dude,
but he's all
it's
over.
all about it's all about diversity, dude, in your experiences. So basically what I say is like, the saying, you never want to meet your heroes because you might be disappointed.
Yes.
I think that's literally the biggest fucking lie of all time, because I feel like what's worse is not knowing. That's worse. Not knowing what an experience is way worse. So if you have an opportunity, to take a risk, if you know something could be risky, then do your research. That's all I do. If the 300 SRT had those engine risks. I did the research and I bought the right car. The Quattroportes, they have their risks. I did my research and I bought the right car. That's the way it goes. You just do your research and you buy smart, and you get to experience things that people are a little bit too afraid to. And I think there's a lot of, I think there's nothing wrong with trying to be an individual, and taking that risk, because buying a car that you love is like, it's better to, in my opinion, buy the car that you really, really love than listening to a million fucking comments and opinions online.
Yes.
Because there's going to be a million of those tell you not to do it.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
it's so easy to fall into that peer pressure and like, dude, I'm not about that life. I don't buy my cars for fucking anybody else. I don't
Nobody
buy the
else.
next guy.
Amen.
I
Yes.
don't keep miles down for the next guy. Like
Nope.
I send it. It's
I'm
the way
not
it
buying
goes.
this car for the second owner.
Come on, bro. Come on.
But
Tell him again.
my thing was what slowed me down was my long-term life mechanic passed away in 2018.
Gotcha.
So that's when I got reliable.
Yeah.
Because I no longer had that place where I can just go drop a car off in the break. We get to it when we get to it, and I'm not charged storage fees and none of this other stuff. If it was like to keep the cost down, you got to come in here and wrench too, I'll wrench on it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But when he
didn't
passed
He
away,
didn't wrench.
oh yeah, I did,
He
man.
didn't wrench.
I did a lot of wrenching.
He swept the floors.
I didn't change throttle bodies.
He
I didn't change.
He changed
brakes.
valve stem caps.
I didn't use rotor cutters.
He poured washing fluid in the reservoirs.
I didn't drop transmissions. I didn't drop some trannies.
He
Damn.
you probably dropped some panties, but you ain't dropped no panties.
I swapped out alternators, water
Question
pumps.
for you, Tim.
Yeah.
What, from one box to another?
No, man. I didn't change. I didn't change the water pump on the 7 Series.
see this
Changed
question?
the power fluid, the power steering on the Ram.
Yeah, I see the question. I'm kind of, that's like a diehard decision. If you're a diehard Mopar guy, I kind of understand getting, taking that leap. And now I know who the fuck this is. I'm like, which one of my asshole friends is this? Now I know.
God.
So pretty much for the Demon 170, dude, that's a specific car. I think it's actually going to go down as underrated because we've already seen the Demon, but this is a whole new fucking beast, dude. I try not to be super Mopar boy, but dude, any car that's cutting a fucking 60 to 130 time of 4.8 seconds from the factory is batshit. And you're doing that in a fucking land yacht with a Dodge badge on it? That's crazy town.
Let's not talk about wheelies.
Yeah, dude, they're nuts. That car is really impressive. Like, I think that's kind of what the Demon should have been out of the box.
What up, Joe Nobody?
So I think the Demon 170, it's all perspective. Would I pay over sticker? No, because I think there's going to be a burst in a lot of the car markets, especially new vehicles, and I think you'll be able to get things under sticker. That's my genuine opinion. And I would have to get one that's the right spec too. That for me, it's, at the end of the day, it's a Challenger. Kind of want it to look a little bit different.
Here comes trouble.
And that's just not practical. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, no. So,
Tim, what's your personal car do you own? Cars do you own? And what is your favorite one?
09 Quattroporte Sport GTS, and then my 2000 Lexus ES300. That thing.
The ES?
Yeah, dude. It's just so reliable.
I know.
That car won't die, man. Like, I had to do an alternator recently. I was
It's
like,
like
oh,
the Lexus of
boo-hoo.
Camrys.
Yeah, it quite literally.
It literally is.
I know, that's
Like
I
absolute literal thing that you could have ever said. That was it.
I literally called it. I just call it a Camry with leather. Whenever anybody asks me, like, hey, do you have, what's your daily? I'm like, oh, I have an old Lexus. Like, oh, I'm like, no, dude, it's a Camry with leather. Like, don't, dude, this is a Lexus I'm putting an 87 in. This is not like, a nice Lexus. So, but that car is super solid, reliable, just legit. And then the Quattroporte, and that's pretty much it. But the Quattroporte is my favorite right now, obviously. And that's pretty much it, man. That's what I have. I've had other shit boxes, obviously. So we talked about that a little earlier.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting a new daily, dude, but I can't justify getting rid of that car. It's too reliable to me. I just like, what do I get? What do I do? Like,
Right.
overpay
You go
for
with a
something?
96 Camry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it in the family. Just
Oh, yeah.
downgrade a little
Oh
bit.
man, get you a Cadillac CTSV.
Get you an actual Camry.
Yeah.
Get you an actual camera.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude, this was fun. Thanks for having me on here. This is really cool. I haven't been on a pod or a live cast or a live stream in like, I think 2 years.
The
wow.
last
So it's
time I
been-
saw you on, you was on Nostalgics.
Yeah. That was a different Tim for sure.
Yep.
I was in between a lot of things, so
Yeah.
now
Very different, Tim.
I'm just
Timmy.
busy. Super busy. But I will be available for some shoots coming this year, so Swole, lock it in. Let's go, man.
Let's do it. Let's lock it
Yeah.
in, brother. I got some updates I need to do before I shoot it. And I definitely, if y'all haven't seen them, man, go check it out. Rollers, still shots, incredible photos. Tim's a man, bro. I got a lot of respect for my bro, and I appreciate what he does. And I try to build him up and help ensure that he keeps and stay focused on what he's working on until he hits all his goals. So keep grinding, brother. I appreciate
Thanks,
you,
man.
bro.
I
Absolutely.
appreciate you. Thanks for
Yeah,
being
man.
this guy is always very, very positive. So I really appreciate it, man. Thanks for always calling and checking in. And it's busy now, but I can't wait to get back out into the car season and we'll just hang out like normal, and
Yes, sir.
it's going to be cool. So anytime you guys want a real debate, hit me up. I got you. I got some car shit. I got you, because I got a lot of unpopular opinions. So
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming, bro. I appreciate you. We gonna wrap this up, and couldn't have had a better time, man. I say it over and over again. This is the best way to run into the rest of the week for me. Tuesdays, pick me up and carry me through Friday like nothing. And again, I'll always have these crazy Monday, Tuesday starts. And I'm gonna tell you right now, fire. Appreciate my brother Tim for coming through, man. Thank you for blessing us.
you.
And as
Appreciate
usual, with Show and Sean, y'all keep it hopping and popping and very on. Love y'all, bro. Y'all know how we do, man.
We appreciate
Y'all
the
know
support
how
to
we
car season when you gotta go back to work, bro.
Oh, man.
Nutcase. This is what I'm talking to you, bro.
Just saying, you know,
You have no idea who's gonna show up.
Just don't know.
I was
hang out all winter, but when car season comes, oh man, I gotta work.
Yeah.
Right. Gotta
Yeah.
work.
By the way, we talk about Sean.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sean is not available for car season. He's gonna be going back to work in a minute.
Maybe,
But,
I don't know. I actually I thought I was gonna get released by the doctors yesterday, or for tomorrow rather, and that changed. I got to go get an MRI next weekend.
oh damn.
Okay,
well,
Sean
yeah.
might be available.
Don't go to the one in Indiana.
Well, he's trying to determine if it's the condition flaring back up that I'm already dealing with, or if it's something with a tendon.
Yeah.
So I got to go get this MRI. So I'm probably be out a little longer.
You can't be kicking the dresser, man, nighttime trying to find your way to the bathroom.
Hey,
But you know what I'm gonna do, man?
They know the Pixies.
I know, right? I'm gonna grab these pixies and jump on this knee roller, this knee scooter, and I'm gonna be out of here. We bouncing.
Oh my God. Appreciate you too, T.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Absolutely. All right, man. As usual, let's close this out, man. Sean, I'm gonna let you kick this off, brother.
All right, man. Once again, hey, I want to first thank my son's school for not giving out so much homework tonight to where I could get on the live and kick it with you fellas, because I did have a great time. Tim, I know this your first time meeting me. One of my favorite quotes is 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left. So, with that being said,
But 2 rights
Hey,
make
man.
you turn.
That's so stupid, man.
hold on, let me stand up, dog. But no, man, it's always, man, it's always a blast kicking it with y'all. I really appreciate it.
Nice to meet you, man. It was great. I'm glad we got some more players in here. It was a lot of fun. Like, you guys are
This was
legit
a blast,
guys, and
bro.
it's hopefully we get to meet this season. If you're not working.
I know, right?
We have to bring them over to the shop, man.
Yeah, 100%. Guys, you're always welcome to come by, and maybe I can, one of the days that we're technically not open, just hit me up and we can do a private tour or something like that. Hit me up and we can make it happen. So
Okay.
I'm trying to open up my weekends a little bit, going forward with a new schedule. Maybe get some of my 6-day weeks back instead of 7. So hopefully, we can get back to some normalcy on my side. But it was great. Thanks so much for hosting, Lloyd. It was, sick, and that's
Listen,
much
man,
it.
you got on here dead tired. I thought I was
dude.
like, I don't know how he's gonna survive this. We're gonna see, but this I'm gonna be honest. This platform right here, man, it's energizing. I'm not gonna even hold you.
100%.
We all get in trouble half the time. My wife is gonna be pinging me. All right, you crossed 2 hours. Look, if he was at home, if Show was at home,
she'd been
his
dancing
wife
to the
would be
screen right now.
standing on his lap and all this.
Talking about y'all still talking?
Look, and Sean will be over there talking about he need to go stretch his legs.
You already know it. I'm trying to stretch them now.
It's always fun, man. We have a great time. We try to be very welcome to everybody that come and hang out with us. I said myself, February, we're going to start this rotation and start bringing some people in. We definitely going to get you back out here, man. We're going to let you get some work done and then get you back on here because I had a blast as usual. Let me just say that, as usual, had a blast. Just saying.
For sure, I appreciate it, man. Until next time.
Yes.
Hold up, we got Show. Come on, Show, give us a closing. And I'm only putting you next because I want Tim to do something for me.
Okay. He rigged this up, so I'm just gonna go ahead.
He get the light skinned brothers out the way.
You know what I'm saying? Get us out the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and send a tribute out to my man AB, man. Life is a journey. You can't. It's not about 0-60 through the canyons. You got to slow down and enjoy the drive. So you always with us, bro. We're gonna hit you at the next gas station.
Shout out to AB. All right,
be safe out there. Stay blessed, and we'll see you on the next one.
And we just go. And the reason why I said I wanted to close out kind of like how we roll out. How you slide that one in before we leave this shop when we are shooting cars. How do you close out before we shoot a car? And now you can talk about this panel.
Dude, I'm so fucking cooked. I don't even know. Hang on. Let me think.
It's not average.
Oh. Well, you just ruined it.
It's not your average Tuesday talk show.
This is certainly not.
Little attitude.
Average Tuesday live.
This is certainly the least average podcast I've been on or live streaming, period. There you go.
Man. That's all I needed, man.
Don't be average unless you want to.
Unless you want to. That's it.
Keep the traction control on.
Right, and drive reliable Corvettes.
And don't be silly.
Oh, man.
Listen, guys, man, listen. Y'all know how we close out and how we shut this down over here, man. Guys, remember you were designed from greatness, guys. Why is that? Greatness. Come on, man. Because of that, because you were designed for greatness, guys, you have the right, the responsibility, and authority to never, ever, ever be average. So, guys, don't be average.
Correct.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all my veterans, man. Remember, freedom ain't free. Thank you guys for hanging out. Really appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
The C706 was designed from a reliable engine, so it couldn't be average.
Hand-built, reliable engine.
6.2, reliable.